What's going on, everybody? How is everybody doing tonight? As always, please let me know if you guys can hear me, see me, if the music's playing, if it's not too loud, if it's too quiet, whatever it might be. Let me know now so that in case there's sound issues, I can tackle them right away. Sound good? Perfectly. Good to see you too. Good to see you too. Welcome, everybody. Jeff, thank you already. So soon. Before we even got started, I appreciate that, man. You're a very kind individual. Well, welcome to the stream, everybody. We have an interesting night tonight because we have some wiring to do. Wow, that's not a very exciting angle. I thought I had it on the printer. We have some wiring to do. This box has a ton of wires. The machine has a ton of wires. And I think I just put the camera to sleep. We're good. Hey, Darren. Yeah, there's just a lot to do. I'm not sure how far I'm going to be able to get. I'm just gonna, get going, and we'll see what happens. Because there is some additional wiring going on. For example, ADXL that I wired up. So that's an additional, several pins at least to the Raspberry Pi. What else do we do? The LED wiring, that's why I had the raw wires kind of hanging here, because I think I'm going to scrape these together and make an extension for that cable, just so that we have some LEDs for the start. Obviously, not very important, but since I'm running wiring, that might be something. So just some additional things here and there, all that have to do with my stealth burner plan. So, don't feel bad for me. I did this to myself. Also, let me fix this camera angle because it's going to bother me. There we go. Yeah, other than that, everything has been, generally speaking, really straightforward. So I'm really excited to get started and just get going. We got to put in these channels before we get started. I think I'm going to go slightly out of order when it comes to the manual, but we'll see what happens. Because the reason why I say that is because I want to get these things in on the bottom. I want to get the chains on. They kind of go in a different order on the in the build, but I kind of want to just run everything down and get it that way. So we'll see how it goes. We'll start with the motherboard, putting everything in, like populating the these little guys and whatnot, and we'll see how it goes. I'm not sure how far we're gonna get. That's basically what I'm saying, but I'm excited. So if you guys notice, if you guys are here, wow, I'm still not used to this. Right there in the chat, there is a pin with a, hey Zoomy, haven't been in one of these in a while. How are you? No, not Siri. No, Siri, go away. God, how many of these streams are you gonna be in here? Hey, Chris. No. I haven't. I have one, but no, I haven't. Lost train of thought. What was I doing? I'm talking about something that's important. Remind me. I got distracted. There's a couple things that are new to the stream as well. For example, I did this. So now I have cool callouts like that. So that's cool. Yep. Pin in the chat. Thank you very much, Andrew. Shiny quarter. Hey, Jose. So the pin, guys, the pin, man, it will lead you to this page where you can fill this out for a chance to win a roll of 3D Max filament, but not just any filament. They just announced and released their silk filament. So today we're giving away this beautiful gold silk PLA from 3D Max. I have one of these rolls, and I asked them to send me a few to give away, and without any hesitation, they sent them to me. So I will be shipping them to you. I'll include a sticker if anyone wants to represent in some way, shape, or form. So go ahead and fill that out. The only thing there, well, two things. One is up to $35 anywhere in the world. It's coming from me directly, so if it costs more than $35, I'm going to ask for some help with shipping. Otherwise, all good. And then I would like to ask that when I'm picking the winner, hopefully that person is in the chat or available to at least talk and claim the prize, because I really want to give these things away to the people that stick around. So if you can't make it to the stream, I truly appreciate you guys being here, but I'd love to give this away to somebody you know, who's there and active, okay? Because it's coming from me. So that's the giveaway. I'll remind you guys a couple more times. Here, let's see if anyone's entered. 6 people already. Thank you. Cool. And then, you know, there's a little question there, so it's always fun to see what people are writing and putting in there. So that's it. And let's see if it works on this screen. Oh yeah, look at this. Nice. I get to publicly embarrass you guys. Probably need to figure out how to add a drop shadow in there, but still fun. Can I cancel it? Yeah. Yeah, so this took me quite some time to figure out, to be honest. Bam! Good to see you. I like having it, though. Alright, cool. Alright, so let's jump in. Alright, let's set up this camera and figure it out. So if we look at our instructions here, we're going to start with the motherboard, it looks like. We've got to populate some pins. Oh, this issue, huh? Alright, hold on. Let me fix the camera. No, we don't want it to focus automatically. I will set the focus. Thank you very much. Alright, camera. Alright, so far, distractions, Siri, camera malfunctions. What else can go wrong? Everything's going to be great. I got my spiked coffee to keep me going. Oh, also, I guess I can close this other chat that I have open just in case, since we won't be needing that. Okay, I think I'm set up. Why don't we just get into it, right? So let's flip this thing upside down and get to the motherboard. Definitely want to find those rocker legs. That kind of let you pivot this thing on its side. I think it's a very clever idea for a mod for these things. Should really get a desk mat. I'm gonna destroy my table with this. Hey, cool. Jeff again with the second one. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And welcome to our extremely special gang of YouTube members here. Technica Vivant. It's a cool name, actually. You asked. I guess. Can I even highlight this? Yeah, look at that. Oh, look at that. Sponsorship. That's cool. Thank you, Jeff. That is very kind of you. And then can I call out... Yeah. Welcome. Okay, I'm going to try to keep up with that. There's a lot. Alright, I'm guessing you guys would want to see the motherboard if I'm working on it, right? So, let me get you guys a little bit closer. Let's do the camera thing. Alright. Man, I feel like I haven't streamed in a while, which I guess is true. Gotta get back in the groove, you know? Alright, where's my focus at? Focus! Boom! 4K focus. That's how we do it. Okay, so, according to these instructions... Here, I guess we can go to this for a second. Let's just read a little bit, huh? I'll zoom in a bit. I'm blind from this far away. There we go. This is a little bit more my speed. Also have 2020. What's everybody got on their printers? Anything cool? Bam's good, Quinn. Did you catch the filament? The giveaway? We got beautiful Silk Gold by 3D Max. Fantastic filament. I actually have it right here. Here's what it looks like printed. Perfection. I love 3D Max filaments. Perfect. Prusa clamp. We got the carrot feeder and last of micron. Nice. Oh, Prusa clamp is what you got printing. I'm serious. It's gonna take me a second to get into it. it's been a day already, okay? So Darren's printing a Prusa clamp. Jeff is finishing up his carrot feeder and the last bits for his micron. All the goodies. You got all the good printers. Very cool. You probably learned just a ton about them through, you know, which one's your favorite? How about this? I know obviously you haven't done the micron yet, but which one's your favorite currently, Jeff? While I take out all the little doodads that we're gonna need. Populating this board. Actually, I just took them all out, but it looks like most of the jumpers that we need are already on there. And then the other thing, and I'll get this before we start actually programming anything or anything of that nature, but I have a feeling I'm going to need another SD card. Although, we can just use one SD card to flash the board. Although the board might be flashed. I wonder what's on this SD card. You know what? Why don't we do some quick research? There's one SD card, 2 devices that this could go into. Why don't we just do a quick peek, huh? Doors and covers for the Type 2 shuttlecraft from Star Trek Insurrection. Cool. Printing it for a month. Those type of projects are always super, super rewarding when you get it done. And, yeah, and that sounds like a fun one for sure. Doodads. Sumi, you're always printing doodads, and there's nothing wrong with that. I don't mean that in any kind of bad way. In fact, you make some of the coolest doodads. If you guys aren't in the Discord yet, definitely jump in the Discord, and just even if it's just to see what Zumi's up to. She's always working on something really fun that involves painting, assembly, and all kinds of fun stuff. Alright, let's see what's on this card. Okay, so boot comes up. So I'm guessing this is going into the Raspberry Pi. Octopi. Octoprint. This has Octoprint installed on it. Overlays. Yeah, this is the Octoprint. That's weird. Okay, well, we'll get there when we get there, I guess, but I just wanted to check what's on the SD card that's in the kit. Looks like Octoprint. Strangely enough. Unless it's not. Does maybe their Clipper install has like uses something from Octoprint in it? That could be it. Oops. Okay. Hey Mika, how are you? Oh, let's do it this way. Boom. You see the stuff I've printed in the last few days for my tabletop games. More cool stuff printing now. So Zumi likes to post these things in our Discord under the Show Off Your Prints tab, and I love it because I get to see all the cool things. And you know, one of the fun parts about that specific part of Discord is none of us really print the same stuff, and it's pretty cool to see. Like one person will print something like tabletop games, and the other person's printing brackets, and it's just cool to see the the vastness of the hobby and all of its little knickknacks. It's really neat. Jeff, I gotta be honest, I am fully aware of Mainsail. I've seen it, but I've never actually used it on any of my machines. So I'm gonna say Fluid, but I'm only using Fluid because the first install I did of Clipper was Fluid. It was like I followed a tutorial straight up for the KP3S. And so I've stuck with it because it's just familiar. So I don't have anything against Mainsail at all. It's just that I started on Fluid, and then most of the time the Fluid is what I see. Like for example, the K1, the Creality K1, after it got cracked, it's on Fluid out of the box, so I just stuck with it. Same with the X+3 by Chitty and the X Smart. They're on Fluid, so I just kind of stuck with it. So Fluid, but not because I chose. It was kind of just the way it happened. Papa's here. Check it out, Papa. You get your own screen time. I'm printing the piece. that could mean too much. Printing some Ryobi battery holders, cool. You better be printing in Ryobi green. Yeah, organizing the man cave is one of the most fun things you could do, honestly. Piece to make an enclosure from SVO1. Oh, cool. Thanks for clarifying. I feel humbled. Look, I'll do this. Double screen time. Alright, so I got my little box of all of the wiring in separate bags. I'm going to set it aside. I just wanted to see what was in there real quick, just as a reminder. There was this plug in there, and I'm going to have to make a jumper out of this, which I don't know how to do yet. But hopefully Jeff will be around to guide me in some way, shape, or form. Gridfinity is life. Speaking of Gridfinity, Zoomy, I saw a thing that someone made called, like, Clickfinity or something. So instead of Gridfinity using magnets, this was using, like, little pressure fit, like, clips. So that you don't need to have magnets everywhere. They just kind of click into place. And I thought that was way cooler, at least in my opinion. Fusion filaments almost has Ryobi green. I think there is. I know there's a bunch of people on like Instagram that print Ryobi specific stuff, and Milwaukee for that case. In that case, and their green matches perfectly. So I know it's got to be out there. All right, I like the song, but not today. Yeah, I don't use magnets. Haven't gotten that kind of money. Yeah, I mean when you buy one bag, you'll have them forever because they're in massive bulk. So I get why people do it. You just get the one for like $10 and you'll have it forever. But gluing them all in, I think one of the things that's keeping me out of Gridfinity is just how much of my time I'm gonna have to put into organizing, right? And gluing in magnets for each one of those tiny little things, I feel like is just not a way that's encouraging me to get into it. It's just so much work, you know. And one of the reasons why you're not organized in the first place is because it takes work. So this is just, it's kind of counterintuitive. So the click thing I like. Printing blue, cool. Making something to hold the Raspberry Pi Zero W from Aquila, nice. The last of my parts is supposed to be here next week. I think I had a box, didn't I? I either had a box or I made some kind of remix of it for the Ultimate Aquila. It looks like this. I don't remember. You're gonna have to look back, but it's a nice one. It's a nice little box. It has a top to it too. And there's like spacing. Oh, I can do this. There's like spacing for the pins. And then I think I made this for the Aquila to hold it in the front. Hey, Serge. You might have to look up the Aquila videos. Which will actually, you guys been around long enough for people to ask where the Ultimate Aquila is. I've actually have some cool stuff coming up. I just need to find the time, but that might make a serious comeback actually. That vendor I mentioned in the past has some cool stuff going on, so we'll see what happens. Big fingers, small keypad. And all about it. Mine are snug enough fit. Oh, okay. Cool. I suppose magnets would be useful to move grid plates around. Yeah, like I can imagine if on my wall here, if I had Gridfinity with the honeycomb, like I would have to have magnets there because they could fall off the shelf pretty easily. You know what I mean? So there's definitely place for them, but I feel like if it clicked, it would just be better. All right, let's get going. So, jumpers. Solar jumpers need to be configured on the control board. Begin by removing all the jumpers. I'm not going to do that. I'll tell you why in a minute. Remove. So this is just saying remove them all. But then we're going to go back in to put them in here. Alright, and then 5 is going to be the trick I need to figure out what to do with. So we'll figure that out as we go. Just have asked, can I expect to run my Aquila with Clipper? I think I went 100 just completely stock. So if you have an 80XL like with a clipper pad or whatever, you should be able to do like 120 pretty easily. That's what my KP3S tuned to, to as much as I can tune it, runs at about 160. Sometimes I run a little bit slower depending on the filament. And the Aquila technically is a little bit more robust because it has the other side, it's not cantilever. So yeah, I can imagine you going 150, 160, maybe 140 to keep things safe, up to the cooling essentially of that printer. But tuning. You're not just gonna install Clipper and be able to run fast. Do input shaper, do linear advance, do your PID tunings, make sure your E-steps are on point, make sure you have a powerful extruder, make sure that your nozzle is decent, or move to a 0.6 if you want to go fast, or one of those CHT nozzles, which are really inexpensive now. You can buy them in bulk. Lots of ways to make it go faster, and Clipper is definitely the way to do it. I have to relearn Marlin because a friend bought a printer and wanted me to teach him like Clipper. Yeah, Marlin is interesting. It's interesting. It feels almost rudimentary when I deal with Marlin now, to be honest. Clipper is just so much more accessible to do stuff. It's so much easier to do stuff. You gotta kind of jump through hoops with Marlin to do stuff, if that makes sense. 5 papas, that's cute. And a cookie, look at that. You could do printer resonance compensation. Yep. Yeah, I would say focus on that. When you get Clipper installed, focus for a little while on tuning. It's going to pay off big time. You can have a completely stock Aquila that's tuned, that prints so well. It'll surprise a lot of people, because most people don't tune. They just click print and go. Alright, so let's go back to here. Number 1, set the jumpers in the driver sockets as shown to set TMC2209 UART mode. So second from the left, and that's all correct. See, that's why I didn't want to remove them. In fact, these are populated. I'm going to remove them to match what it shows on my screen. Let's see if I can do it with this. Yep, this is going to take a while. I think these are just blocked off so I don't populate them. Won't I need them? 3 for the Z. No, I won't need them. But we'll just do as the directions say. There we go. Now I got it. Camera's still in the right spot? Here, let's do this camera. I'm sure you guys aren't as interested in the instructions as seeing what I'm actually doing, right? Let's do it this way. That's pretty fast enough for me. Oh yeah, for sure. I always say that like my KP3S printing at 140, 160 feels extremely fast. Like it feels just bonkers sometimes. Obviously it's not as fast as all the purpose-built super fast machines, but for it and slinging that little bed, it's super cool. I'm just an old man playing with 3D. Good for you, man. Good for you. An ADXL, plan on tuning the heck out of it. Perfect. That's what I want to know and see and watch. So definitely be sure to post about it. I'd love to follow along. Jeff, thank you, man. That's so kind of you. That's what I'm talking about. CHT nozzles are the different replacement for MK6 nozzles. They are the ones that have a channel on the inside. They make them for both types of nozzles. These are MK8. These are MK8. These are V6 style. Let me show you what it means. Here, I'll open one. So these are knockoffs, but oh yeah, zooming. So see how that has 3 entryways and they're bimetal. So 1 exit, 3 entries. So what it does is it helps melt the filament a little bit faster because it splits it up right away. So you can exit the nozzle a little bit faster. So it lets you print. It prints a little bit faster with that nozzle. Increases the flow. And if you have a 0.6mm nozzle, it's even crazier. And then if you have a Volcano and a 0.6, that's even crazier. It gets. You could just keep on stacking those things. Alright, so we did that. The jumpers are all in UART for 2209s. Ensure the power selection header is set to the lower position, DC 5 volts. That's number 2. That's this one. That is in the lower position. Okay. Power selection header set to 5. Why would the power selection header be set to 5? Oh, like the output of these pins. Oh yeah, okay, I see this for the Pi. Okay, that's good to know. This is a cool board. This is a really cool board. Set the jumpers for the fan voltage selection header so that they match your fan's voltage. Shown here are the settings for 24 DC, and that's number 3. What do you mean that's number 3? This doesn't have a label. It's set in the top, and that is set in the top. These are something else though. These are for like, yeah, these are for something else. This is RGB. These are for the fans. Yeah, these are for the fans. I think they have a typo here. Unless the numbers don't correspond to the blue numbers. They don't. Okay, so that's kind of tricky in the instructions. You guys check this out. You see where the confusion is? Like, the instructions are labeled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, am I wrong? Because 3 says set the jumpers for fan voltage, but that's not where fan voltage is. Okay, I'm guessing they're just steps and they don't correlate with the numbers. Because the fans are number 4, but number 4 has set the jumper and probe voltage to 24. And this one isn't labeled, so I can't see what that is. Although it's next to the Z, so this has to be probe. So I think their numbers are just backwards. And that's the official Voron assembly, not anything by Fysetc, so that's interesting. Alright, so as far as these go on the bottom, the fans, how do I know which one is which? So it looks like it's, sorry, my face is right here. So it looks like it says shown here is 24, so it's 24, 12, 5. So we need 24 for fan 0. Fan 0 is going to be our hot end fan. Our cooling fan for parts is going to remain here because it is a 12 volt fan. And then fan 2, whichever one that ends up being, that's going to be 24. Fan 2 is likely going to be the case fans. Fedder's OnlyFans page. In my configuration for Clipper, the fan section I call the OnlyFans because I'm a child. Revo made 1.4 high flow. Yeah, that's new as well. But it's really similar. I think it even licenses their technology, whereas the knockoffs, there's no licensing. They just put them out there until they're seized, type of thing. Oh, that's got a Micro Swiss NG. That's cool. Micro Swiss makes really high quality stuff. Should be able to do some damage with those. Yeah, you should. Alright. Okay, so we got those pins where they need to be. Let me just double check again. All the way to the left is 24. Yeah, 24, 12, 5. I guess we'll find out with some smoke. They did pair with them. Right, they did. Okay, set the probe to 24. This is where that shows. This one is on the bottom where it shows. So all that is correct. And then this. Set the included wire jumper to the 24 volt VDC position. Which, Jeff, that's going to be a question for you, my friend. Alright, so that says, if I glance in there, this says ground 28, 48. So it says CMT or ground? Ground 48, 24. So what do I do about that? No, I don't think so. I don't think so, Papa. The block and the nozzle play a big role, and we should be fine with that. So am I making a jumper, or that's somewhere in here? Jeff, do you know, my friend? It looks like these are just terminals. I have VDT Octopus? I don't know. Okay. I might have to leave this part out because I don't know. I'll have to like do more research. Oh, you know what? Let me check the I know where we can look. Here, let's go this way. Bam. Right here. Okay, so we are making a bridge. Oh, it looks like there's a plug. I don't have that plug. Maybe I missed it in my other... in the other boxes? Alright, let me take a quick peek through the other boxes. Maybe it's in here. Let me just double check everywhere. I don't remember that plug, though. But I have been wrong several times while building this kit, so I wouldn't trust that. I don't see it on my table. All right, let me dig in the box a little bit. Nothing left in there. This is the display. You know what I'll do? I'll take out the cable for the display. Just come down there. Might as well use them. Alright, let's see. Anywhere just laying out here? No. Second level. Switch, nope, nothing in there. Let's see if they put it where the fans are. That's possible. Not here. Not here, not with the power. Not where the power supply is. We got all kinds of plugs here, but these are just JST plugs. We got magnets. What is this? Nope, that's for the Cat 5 cable, for the Ethernet cable. Close, but no cigar there. Let's check the last box here. Nope, this is just foam tape. Alright, so we'll just make one real quick. No big deal. We got the tool. I just wanted to see if they have one or not. And I mean, they gave us leads. Like that little plug gives you little leads, so no worries. Let's go. Let's go this way. Bam, bam. Nope. Bam, 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 bam. Okay. Alright, so for that, we're going to need this. We're going to need our crimp tool. Let's do this one. Move my keyboard over and such. Here, we'll go this way. Just, once again, take a look. I wonder what that's for. I guess we'll find out very soon. That's got to be for the fans. Yeah, okay. I don't see it. Let's just make one. Alright, so I'm going to be using some barrels. We'll pick a size based on what fits into this little plug. Looking like that's going to be a good one. Let's see. So let me see which ones before I get too confused. Alright, so we're going this way, and according to that photo, we need these two. So the ground, not grounded. So 48 and 24 need to be together there. Strangely enough. Why not the ground? I'll definitely confirm before I power anything up. And also, let's see how thick we can go. Can we do this one? Yeah, we'll do the... Yeah, we'll do this one. Okay, let's find ourselves a little wire. And I have my electrical bin, where I keep all that kind of stuff. Wires, random crap I cut off of stuff, and then reuse. All kinds of nonsense. While I'm digging around here, if you guys are new, there is a pinned comment on top of the channel that you can jump in on a chance to win a spool of 3D Max filament from me, sent to me by 3D Max, but I will be shipping it anywhere in the world up to $35. If it's over $35, I'll ask for a little bit of help with shipping, and you have to be present to win, and I will be picking somebody at the very end of the stream, which is usually around 12-ish. Here we go. I think we found our perfect candidate of a wire. This might be even too thin. What we got here for this green one? Here we go. I like how thick this green one is. Yeah, we'll do this one. Where are my snips at? Where are my snips at? It might just be jumping between 48 and 24. Steppers like 5160s. I don't know. I don't have experience with that. Alright, let's do just a little jumper so it doesn't interfere with anything. Somewhere here. Alright, let me put this away so I have some more space. Now let's get her done. So while we're in here, we're going to be crimping, doing it right. No point in going this far on a machine like this and just stuffing wires in there, you know. Let's take a little bit more off of here. There we go. Since it's 48 volts. All right, so we got this little guy. We will be sleeving that on there. Oh yeah, one side. All right, this should be our little jumper. And if we put that in there, it should be these two. So jump the middle one. There we go. And this one. Look at that little guy. Let's tighten these down. We want max contact. Okay. Alright. Look at this little cutie. Hey, Ghost. Ooh, let's see if it works on this screen. I haven't tested yet. Boom. It's awesome to see it coming together. Finally caught a live stream. That's right. Welcome. And thank you Thank you for tuning in. Pinned comment, very top. If you stay till the end, you could have a chance to win this Silk Gold PLA by 3D Max from me, and sticker. Here is what the filament looks like. We all love gold, right? All right, let's plug in our first piece into this board. Bam! I feel so accomplished. Hopefully that doesn't start a fire later. Send it out of the way. All right, and like I said, that piece I will double check. Although, you know, I'm hoping this is correct in here, right? You know what? Let me read the notes. Read the notes real quick. All right, so Fysetc Voron Trident kit wiring example. Thank you, George Boo. Okay, firmware is here. Print config. Yep, we're gonna have to grab that later. Here's a question while I read from Jose, if anyone can help him out. All cables have a label on. Do wiring according to the label shows. Cool. A little bit of Chinglish there. That's okay. Note 2. The kit has clicky probe included. We use it instead of proximity switch in this wiring example. If you do end stop wiring as this diagram shows, remember to change end stop pins defined in your printer config file using proximity switch. AB end stops should plug into X plus and Y plus, a spider V22 wiring diagram for Voron Trident diagram shows. Okay, that seems straightforward. 3. Check your fan voltage jumpers. All fans in the kits are 24. Alright. Stepper motor Z0 and Z2 are exchanged compared to Voron official assembly manual. Okay, that's good to note. If you follow that manual, please change configuration. No, I'll follow this for wiring. So I have to make sure I'll look at that above there and figure that out. The power inlet cord color may different from kit 1. Stick to the labels. Alright, that's also noted. That's pretty important, actually. Make sure you have appropriate tools. You may be able to rent some equipment from your local hardware store. True. Use multimeter to test connection after you finish wiring. I will be doing that for sure. 8. Check the input voltage switch on the power supply. It is located. Yep, we did that. We'll make sure that's okay. Recommend to do power supply wiring and test it before you wire other parts. That's a good point. You're doing really well. Different to other people's builds, yours is more relaxed, it seems. Yeah, I'm not trying to, like, you know, if I didn't do the stream, or even if I did the stream, but I didn't read the comments so much, didn't interact as much, didn't have conversations with you guys, I would have been done a long time ago. But I want to do the small chunks, take my time, learn as much as I can, and that's gonna make the other builds go faster, you know? So yeah, I'm definitely relaxing. Check the input voltage. Okay, we did that. Make sure the power is off at the breaker before you start to use the voltage tester verify. Okay, good to note. Yes, okay, before you start working. Tape the circuit breaker into the off position. That's also a good point. I'm not going to worry about that because I'm not plugging anything in at any time soon. Alright. So let me peek here on this board. So we're going to be populating M7, which in their case is Z0, Z1, Z2. Extruder is going to be M4. Then we're skipping, and then we have A and B. Okay, and all of them are the same, and they're in their correct part there. Alright, why don't we put the stepper drivers in, right? Let's throw those on. Alright, so for these, I'm going to get a little towel with some rubbing alcohol because I want to put on these heat sinks, and I want to make sure that those are clean. I actually just bought a new a new bottle, so I have some left over in here. So I don't have the sprayer nozzle on here anymore. Alright, so just make sure these are nice and clean before we stick those things on there. I'd like them to stay, you know, as I just touch them with my fingers. Anybody in the chat playing any Diablo 4? I've been trying to find time to play, maybe an hour a day max, but just because I want to complete the storyline. I'm enthralled in the story and the lore. I love it. There's some serious gore in this game. See you guys. Time for me to go to work. All right, Chris. Thank you for jumping in. Appreciate you. And have a good day at work. Have a good day at work. Alright, now I don't think the orientation of which way I put these matters, but I'm going to keep them all the same. So you know what we're going to do? The logo is going down. I'll put these logo this way. And we'll put it right on the little whale. Right? Now I'm second guessing myself. So 3 up, 4 wide. Looks like we're going this way. Like that. Let's push it in. Let me put these the right way before I instantly mess up my attempt at making these even. Kind of a shame we're covering up the cool little whales that they have there. Jumper, because AB steppers have option for different voltage than others. So it could run 48 AB and 24 others. That's blue connectors to red. Oh, this. Well. Okay. Right, I understand that. But here it's showing to just put them... Should I just follow this? Which one am I following? Because that one doesn't really say which one. As in, like, the Fysetc doesn't really show me what to put where in any way. So you're saying this jumper is here because I should be able to choose between 48 volts and 24. That's what you're saying. Okay. I get it. It just takes me some time. You know? What, are we all supposed to be geniuses? I draw for a living, okay? And by draw, I mean I design stuff. Yeah, good. Okay. Jeff, I need as much help as possible. Sometimes I just need things explained like I'm 5. You know? We could all use that. I think we all deserve that time of time. People are always, oh, I know this, I know that. BS. Sometimes you just gotta listen. Even if you know. Be humble. Is that what they say? I don't think that's taught anymore, really. All these little jerks running around. Straight up golem children. By the way, what I'm doing is I'm just sticking these bad boys on here. Making them look all pretty. Just put one the other way. No, I won't be able to handle it at all. I'm playing Rogueland. I heard of that, actually. Maybe from you. Local speakeasy. Look at you. When I'm not playing WoW. Which WoW do you play? Anything specific? Classic or modern? I know there's differences. I've never actually played WoW ever. I've never even installed it. Only because I've had friends that were so addicted, friends and family, that were so addicted that I kind of knew that it was going to happen to me, and I somehow avoided it. I don't know how, but I did. and I just stuck with Diablo. Sometimes I need a little red hen language too. Exactly, Bob. And that's okay. It's so you could run 5160s at 48 volts on AB steppers for speed. Ooh. I'll have to Google all that. But 5860s are obviously steppers. They run on 48 volts, so I get it. I get it. Alright, let me go back to this. Dragonfly. Oh, okay, okay. Yep, no, I know about Dragonfly. Alright, let's pop these little bad boys in there. They look cool. These are cool little drivers. Shame that we covered up the awesome little whales. You know what? Should I flip this machine so that the orientation is the same? Just for the sake of the orientation being the same. Do that. Don't scratch the table. Don't scratch the table. Alright. Look at that. Now it's the same. I think we're still in focus. There we go. Alright, now it'll be slightly less confusing because I can just look over and do things. For example, bang! We're out here driving. Great job, man. Hey, Peter. Is that how you say it, Peter? I have a question. What about TMC 2226 versus 2209? Isn't the 2226 just a built-in version of 2209? Like 2226 is like on the Robin Nano boards, for example. I think they're really similar. If I'm not mistaken. But that's obviously not obviously, but that's definitely not my forte, to be honest with you. But I do find that stuff absolutely fascinating. But I don't know. I don't know for sure, so I'm not gonna pretend to know. Here, if anyone knows, I'll put you up on the screen. Bam. God, that's awesome. So to get that little pop-up running in OBS, I essentially have to use a different browser, because I don't use Chrome, I use Safari. And because of that, I have to also open Chrome. In Chrome, I have to use the chat. Oops, okay, there we go, I plugged it in the wrong spot. I have to use the pop-out chat that has to remain open, and then there is a plug-in to Chrome that has to be enabled and set up manually for those things to pop up in really specific settings. And there's like 4 other things you have to do in OBS to get that running. So it took me a little while to get it, but I'm really happy about it. I believe it's slight update to 2209, but not sure totally. Yeah, I'm not too, but from what I remember, one of those like comes on nano boards and really similar boards, because they are 2206, 2208, 2209s, but like a built-in version. I think that's what it is. There we go. We're there. Look at that. So exciting. The other thing I have to do is put on the little channel things before I get any wiring started, really. At least I think I should. I think I should. Alright, what's next? Alright, we did this. We put in the drivers. Oh, looks like we're supposed to do them now. Yep, stepper drivers, okay. Wiring. I love this photo. Boom. The Trident in your building's 300? Yes. Stephen Pooch wiring? Ah! They're already on wiring? For real? Well, I guess if you design the Trident, yeah, you should be wiring already, right? Yeah, it's embarrassing. I'm on stream 9, and I'm definitely not going to be able to finish it on this stream. They'll be printing before I even have everything wired up. Okay, we did the input voltage. Let me check again. Yep, did that. Alright, inlet wiring. So I can't go by this because we're not using these connectors. Mains wiring continued. Alright, you know what? Let's see what the next step is here. Okay, so we're just doing mains wiring. And that's at the bedside. Alright, so before we get here, let's go here as a reminder. Let's jump in here. Let's start to figure this out. I'm going to zoom in quite a bit so that we can see the numbers. And let's start here because these already exist. So before I do that, actually, I have to put in these channels. They're not in the instructions, but they're in this kit. I've been looking for the measure for 300mm volume, but all's 250. Yeah, so the instructions and stuff are all for 250, and then you can get 300, 300, 350. You kind of on your own for those. But they should be outlined in the bill of materials. So if you need some sizing for parts, look for the bill of materials, BOM. They call it BOM. You should be able to get sizing for everything there. Yeah, they both have different specs. Do you know if Pooch and Steve are building 300 as well? I think that's what I heard. I joined in the stream earlier, but obviously I had to hop off because I'm here as well. Alright, let me zoom out just a hair. Let's go to this one. Where my zoom at? And then we can do this. Something like that. There's definitely measurements for every single piece that you need in the build of materials. And one of the most helpful things that I find is if you have Fusion 360, or you can even view these online, there is the CAD files within the Voron GitHub of every machine. So you can open the machines up in a 3D rendering software and see every single piece in there and remove what you don't, just so you can see details. So hey Michael, how are you? Yeah, it is wiring time. It's frightening and scary. Alright, let's let me zoom. You know what, sometimes I wish I went with, I mean this is a standing desk, but sometimes I wish I could just push a button and have this thing go high. That would be nice. Alright, so everything's pre-crimped, so it should be really straightforward. Let me get a different screwdriver than this. Slightly better one. In fact, I have an even better one, but that's over there. Alright, hold on. I got off tangent again. I did not see Fabrico's kit because Fysetc. But these things, we need to install these before I do any wiring. And this one is going to be interesting because, well, it doesn't really attach that well to anything. So just double-side tape, I guess, little pieces. These go first. Looks like my spacing is definitely off. I have these spaced too far. And that's going to be a total pain in the butt to get into, huh? Wow, so I have them spaced way too far apart. Maybe that's okay. Maybe that's okay. No, I'm not going to be able to get that top on. Okay, well, that's fun. Alright, so I should have done that earlier. Let's see how I can move this. Guess this can always slide a little bit. In fact, I can probably pop it off, right? Alright, it's bolted right here. You know, I was talking earlier about doing it right. Oh, I'm not speaking. Just because I took that bolt off, it reminded me about this Hodo Tools. Hopefully you guys saw in the YouTube community tab, I posted a link to a lightning deal on this thing. I think it was like $20-something. It was amazing. Hopefully you guys that wanted this bought it then, because that's an unbelievable deal. Just a really, really good deal. I would buy that tool again. Alright, so my plan is to loosen these and move them. If that wasn't very apparent. Can I get down there really easily? The design of these things is so clever. Jeez. It's just so easy. It's almost like they thought about it. Voron. What happens when people think about it? That should be their slogan. Alright, let's see how much I should move it. Let's put this thing back on. We can figure out how far this needs to move in. Probably somewhat far in, actually. Okay, that can clear now. Easy, power supply. I see you sliding on out. Where are you going? Where are you going, power supply? Straight sliding out of here. Yeah. Come on. Get in there, little buddy. There we go. Sometimes you gotta have a little pep talk with it, you know? No big deal. There we go. Tighten up. It doesn't have to be tight. Crazy, but definitely enough. Alright, now that that's there, let me take this back out. So that, remove this again. Okay, cool. That's good enough for me. Let's tighten these back up. And go from there, and we'll figure out the other side in a similar fashion. Jeff, thank you for helping everyone out, man. Appreciate it. Okay, this little guy can be popped back on as well. Pop. Alright, and now this. Should be good. Good, okay. Get that dust off so that when we put some tape on there, it can bond to the plexi the best it can. While I'm over here kind of heads down working, if you guys are just jumping in, on the top of the chat there is a pinned comment. Hop in there. If you're planning on sticking around, at the end of the stream I will be giving away the Silk Gold filament, this brand new Silk Gold PLA by 3D Max. It'll be coming from me anywhere in the world up to $35 shipping. I'll ask for some help if it goes above $35. I'll also throw in these super cool stickers that I just got. Yeah, hop in there. There's a little question to answer. None of that information is used for anything at all in any way. It's literally just to pick a winner. The way it works is the very end. I can, in the back end of Gleam.io, I can hit choose a winner. It picks one winner, and then I can push that winner to the screen that everybody sees. And then we'll see who it is, and we can read what you wrote. Alright, so I need some double-sided tape, which they included in the kit, which is great. It's fantastic. And it's 3M. It's good stuff. Alright, so I'm not going to do the whole thing in tape, obviously. That would be very wasteful, I feel like. I'll show you what I do in just a second. So let's put like 2 chunks of about, what do you think, 2 inches or so? Yeah, let's do that. I'll show you one sec what I'm doing. Just wanted to just quickly get some on there, and then I'll figure out how to do that middle one, because that seems kind of tricky. Anyone following AI in any way, shape, or form? Whether it's just research or maybe doing some work with AI in any way? How far are we from the first print, Cedric? It's actually hard for me to say. I've never built one of these, so I don't really know to that extent. I just know that we're doing wiring. I'm not really looking forward to it, but it is fun. one of the most challenging parts of any machine is really wiring it up, right? At least things are pre-crimped here, so that part is going to go much faster. Aside for a couple of wires that I'm making myself. How much time? Probably 2 streams. I would say 1 stream for wiring. I'll probably do a little bit off stream because the stuff that's not like in the kit, the stuff that I did myself, I'll do. Then we'll probably do another stream trying to get it running in Clipper, and then from there, I think we're pretty close, honestly. Oh no, there's gonna be another stream for like the skirting and stuff. Well, we'll see what happens, because that's not really important. I might even do skirting very last, like the very last thing. So. Alright, as far as this middle one is gonna go, oh, it looks like, alright, I gotta put in one, then put this in, then put the other one in, because this kind of spaces them out. I guess I could always cut it. But I need a couple smaller chunks of this to put onto the rails. So let's do that. Alright, and then I will show you what I did. Gosh, peeling these things is always just such a hassle. There we go. Alright, so put it right here towards the bottom. Hopefully that'll stick to some degree. If not, then we'll fix it. Probably a horrible idea. I mean, I guess I could bolt it through, but that'll be such a hassle. Truggy, how could you? He literally invented the thing that I'm making. You go back to the other stream. Both are at the same point. That's crazy. I mean, they're gonna finish well before me. And I'll go back and probably watch just so that I understand what's going on, and all the things that I did wrong will be much more clear. But I definitely tend to learn by doing, which is a problem for my kid because she seems to also be that way, and it's horrible for parents. Alright, so that's what I'm doing there. Here is what I did with these. Right, we don't need any more, just go into Plexi. This will still be a nightmare to take off of Plexi. So let me try to peel these little guys. Plus, their stream has a cat. My cat's nowhere near to be found. I think she's upstairs with my wife. Every Voron Trident stream needs to have a cat roaming around. That's the standard that they've set. Gotta balance out my live stream, spread the love. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Literally leaving some of the most influential people in the entire industry just for some schmuck over here. You know what? I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Also, for those that want to follow along with Ballistic, hold on, let me get the name perfect. Hold on. No, not here, not here. Ballistic Tech. He is working on the 0.2, I believe, in his live streams, and his just setup is awesome. So if you guys are interested in the smaller machine, I highly suggest you jump in over there at some point. I don't know if he's on right now, but he's been regularly, you know, working on that machine. So definitely jump in over there as well, because it's fun. Oh yeah, that's not gonna come off. Alright, we got one on there. Honestly, it's interesting seeing the difference in build between the LDO and yours. Yeah, I've never actually seen, you know, the LDO in detail. I've checked it out, and I just assumed the LDO is going to be the highest quality kit out there, just based on how much they spent on marketing and, you know, how much buzz there is around LDO. But at the same time, I didn't expect this to be this good. So, I see why you're interested. So far, I think my critique really is that this is a bare bones Voron Trident, as in it comes with an afterburner, not a stealth burner, things of that nature. And Fysetc carries a lot of really cool upgrades, obviously, like tap, stealth burner stuff, everything. And you kind of have to like add it onto this. This is the base kit. So that's kind of cool. If I knew that coming in, which I didn't really think about at the time, if I knew that coming in, I probably would have got more of their stuff so that there isn't any mismatching. But I'm very happy so far with everything. This thing is going to be a problem. I'm going to have to cut this. Yeah, let me just install this how I want it, and then I will cut that thing down, because there's no point in that compromise. Give everything a bit more room to breathe, and then I might have to move that one in. It shouldn't really be a problem. Now it's kind of fell down there. Maybe I should put some like hot glue on them or something to hold that up. Yeah, they fall whenever I touch the plexi. That's okay. It's not really going to be a problem. Interesting that the tolerance on them is a little bit off. Okay, I think I have to move that against my will. I don't really want to, but I think to do it right, I have to move it. I mean, actually, this isn't going to interfere in any way. Alright, I'm going to hold it there. Now this, I have to cut. So let's cut it right here. Let's see if scissors will do it. I doubt it. Yeah, this looks kind of difficult. See if these snips will do it. Yep, they will. Oh, okay, I missed some chats. Hold on, guys. Yeah, I like this idea. Thinking about scavenging some parts from my ANET A8. Yes. Yes, you should. You should. That would actually be a fun project. There's still a lot of usable parts on the A8 that will convert right over, and the Rook is so much superior that it's almost kind of funny to even talk about both of those together. So yeah, that sounds like fun, sir. For all the quality the kit is, the instructions are lacking. They really need to. For you mean LDO? I mean, technically speaking, the only instructions I got is this. Although they are labeled, and the rest kind of follows the traditional Voron. So, is the LDO instruction worse than, well, what I'm looking at here? You know? Merge is official with their changes put in. Yeah, right. I'm sure that's actually pretty challenging because of all the changes constantly and upgrades to everything. There we go. Not the... Whoops, I missed the trash can there. I'm going to step on that later. Like a Lego. Not the cleanest cuts I've ever made, but it is what it is. Hey, Mark. Good morning. Good old UK, huh? Patrick's here. What's up, Patrick? Alright, let's chuck that right there. Just the hair right there. I know that's not perfect, but it's okay. It's okay. Alright, this gives us a nice little spot to route some wiring. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. These are definitely going to need a dab of little hot glue or something to stay in place. Especially this one over here. This one's pesky. Because I need them to hold the plexi up. Alright, let me do a little bit of cleaning over here because I have everything out. I love that they give you this much tape. Like, hopefully there's a bunch of leftover insulation as well for the glass. Because there's a ton of that stuff. There's 2 giant rolls. But there's also a lot of plexi, so we'll see. But it'd be cool if they give you a ton, enough left over. I'd put some on the Ghost 6. Hey, Lewis. How you doing? I just finished up filming everything for the Ghost 6 video. After the Ghost 6, I'm going to be moving into the SV06 by Soval. Spoiler, as you can see behind me, I replaced another machine, the Kaibu 3D Tycoon Max, with all the upgrades. I unfortunately have to sell it. If you guys are interested in that machine, it's quite the heavy discount. Way more, like 75% off of everything. Pretty much practically a brand new machine. It just needs some tuning. I never got a chance to actually tune it. But everything's functional, and it's in the Discord in the buy sell section if you guys are interested in that. Oh, you have 2 of them. Cool. Yeah. It's been. It sounds like it's an absolute game changer for budget machines. It's hard to talk about printers without Bamboo and the SV06 being mentioned. I say Bamboo because both the P1P and the X1C are equally as recommended and popular depending on budgets. And if you have less than Bamboo money, the SV06 seems like that's what everyone says. Waiting for the 75% off Voron. So actually, somewhat recently, Fysetc had like $300 off or something like that. Hopefully somebody caught that sale because that was cool. It made it like $700 or something, $600. That's really where I think some of these kits should be. I get why they're not. There's a lot in it, but that'd be nice. Yeah, it was, and I couldn't post about it because I just posted about it being on sale like the day before. So I'm not gonna continuously post on, you know what I mean? It just seems like I'm shilling or something. I'm not like that. I'm sure it'll sell. I can't wait to see the SV06 review. Yeah, like so. The SV06, good quality for the machine money. Nice, Andre. I did mod one of them, changed the board to SK3, easy. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's a cool board. I have an opinion about why these machines are there. Obviously, the Bamboo Labs are just amazing machines. They don't need much further than that. But the SV06, like Soval did a good job in marketing it. They paid to have large reviewers unbox it, talk about it, things like that. They're paid, not reviews, but paid showcases of the machine. So that got the word out there rapidly. So people know about it. Nobody knows about this thing. It's $300. Yeah, it's a little bit more than the SV06, but it's also all metal and enclosed. It's Core XY. It has a crazy upgrade path. Where are the posts? Where is the following? I don't get it. That's a spoiler for the video, I guess. It's a super cool machine. I kept it. Like, it's staying there instead of going back in the box or being sold. So, I don't know when I'll have time to mess with it, but I really want to. Hey, Ballistic, I was just talking about you, buddy. So Brian from Ballistic Tech, like I mentioned earlier, is doing a Voron V0 build. I think it's 0.2 with some mods, like the cool bed Korigami, I think it's called. And he's streaming it, just like I am. And he has a really cool setup. Definitely check that channel out. What machine, Rafa? I was talking about the SVO6 like marketing versus the Ghost 6 by Flying Bear. I just finished filming it. I haven't edited it. It's going to take me a little bit, I think, to edit. At least a few days. And then I'll publish it for the YouTube members and patrons first. They'll see it for a day or two. And then I'll publish it to the main channel. But I really enjoyed it as a spoiler. Alright, I think we are now ready, because this exists, to do at least some base of wiring. Ballistic, how you doing on your build, man? I haven't had a chance to really jump in. I've been kind of busy. I haven't even been able to build this thing at all. How's that build going? Alright, what is that? What does that even mean? Oh, they're like layered up. Look at that. Well, that's interesting. Ghost 6, never heard of it. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, the difference is Soval had the budget, had the money, I guess, or had the smarts to pay for marketing. Like, they paid the big reviewers to talk about it, check it out. And then these guys, I don't think they had any money. I don't think they paid anybody. These guys. These guys. Flying Bear. Because no one talked about them. Nathan Builds Robots did a video on it. Some other guys did. I think Nathan liked it from what I remember. I looked at the Ghost 6, which was in Canada. Yeah, okay, that's fair. That's fair. Build's going well. Got the motion system all done. Gonna work on the tool head next. Electronics finally paneled. That's nice. Getting to the fun, huh? As much as fun as this is. Ooh. Alright. I've been going real slow today. Alright, I think, well, I should probably follow this little thing as close as I can, huh? That's probably the wise choice. And they are color-coded. I wonder what this is for. I guess I'll figure that out. So we have orange, which I don't see there. Alright, let's talk about the ones that I do see. I don't see the red and black together. I see G3, which is black separate. I see yellow, which is P2. Wow, the color, okay, the color coding's actually quite nice. So this one right here, this is PE1. And this one has a yellow shrink wrap because it's also paired with the yellow cable. That's cool. I like that. And then this one is separate, okay. And then we have L1, which is, let's see what L1 is. L1 is this bottom cable. That goes to red. L1, and it's paired with what cable? Red or orange, they're the same. Okay, so orange is red here. There's two of them. So it's paired with this one, and it is also red. That's cool. Alright, then there is N1. N1 is blue, and it's paired with this blue cable. That is awesome. That's cool. Oh, like the chat call out. Yeah. Sorry, yeah. It's I just set this up. It's called Chat Ninja. It's like I was just talking about it on the stream. It's a plugin for Chrome. And it's kind of strange. You get used to how it works, but you have to have the chat open in the browser. Actually, here, so you see the browser above me right now? Essentially, the chat is like this here. And when it's visible like this, actually, can you see it right here? Yeah, it's this. So, oh, you can't see the little pop-ups in the thing. Yeah, essentially that's how it works. You set it up, you do your thing, you make it look a certain way, and then you have to have the chat open. and it kind of takes over in OBS what OBS chat is, and it gives you some cool stuff. It lets you, I think it does voice to text. Let me see. Is it? No, I don't want to feature them as they come in. I don't know, actually. I don't know. Hey, Caleb, how are you? Why is the title of the giveaway use 3 instead of the 3D Max? Yeah, Zumi, thank you for clearing that up. Yeah, that's how the company spells it. So back to this wiring thing. That is really cool. That is such a small little detail, but that is very clever and makes it so much easier to understand. I really appreciate that. Alright, so I don't know if I can get you guys close. I don't even know if you want to go closer. I'm going to keep it here. Is that okay for everybody? I'm going to be working down here wiring this. You can also see what I'm working on this screen that's above me. Here, let me make it a hair larger. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. How's that, everybody? Is that okay if I work down here, or should I zoom in? You let me know. You guys are in charge here. Does this pop off? Okay, take this little guy looking good. All cool. Ah, okay, so it just comes off. I love the way that that's done. That's so cool. Stop avoiding the wiring. Can you tell? Mika, that's so spot on. I think this is cool. I want to do it right. I want to take my time and do it correct. And that's my excuse. Alright, I'm going to get down here. And let's start with the top wire, which is called G3. Let's see. Oh yeah, you know what? I'm going to take this off. I'm going to take this off because it'll be easier. And this top one isn't using anything though. It will be easier to do this way. We're using the rest of them, yes. So I need to have an LTT screwdriver. Wiring's therapeutic for me. Yeah. At my job I wire everything. Nice. I like it to an extent. I like it when I make it from scratch, because then I'm in control and I know what I'm wiring. This is different for me. Like, this hits different. It's not my wiring. It's pre-crimped. I have to, like, understand their, terminology and how they do it and how they set it up. And that's not necessarily how I might do it. There's kind of, it's kind of an art to it in a way, I guess. But yeah, I don't mind wiring at all. But I like it better when I'm doing it myself. Alright, so this is the only one that's going in this side. So we will just put that in there. Tighten this one all by its lonesome. Cool. Doing the work right. I think it'd be pretty important. Yep. Got posted the craziest wiring I've ever seen on a printer the other day. Each individual cable was its own 3D printed track. I saw that. It looked incredible. It looked literally incredible. That's one of those things where I can't do because of the amount of machines that I have and go through for review. I mentioned actually in the Ghost 6 video, like, if I had 1 or 2 machines, I would go just wild on them. Because that would be the most fun I would have. And I think at some point, I'll get to a point where I will just be like, F it. I'm getting rid of everything except for 1, 2, 3 machines. I think that'll happen eventually, just so that I can have fun with, like, focus. because it's very hard to elaborate on a machine when you have 10, 15, 20 of them, at least in my opinion, when you're not full-time. If I was full-time, maybe. Hodo! Definitely, right here. Oh, because I was using a... What's the Raspberry Pi for? This is going to run Clipper, and it's going to handle all of the heavy lifting for the machine. And instead of the board doing everything, like on a Marlin build, this is going to handle all of the complexities of the G-code, and this board is just going to handle the movements, which takes a lot of weight off of it, which means together they can not only work more efficiently, but also faster and better. That's what it's for. 13, have fun with all of them. 13. That's a lot, man. Lucky number, though. He's just flexing. No. No. I'm not flexing. Alright, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Okay, so PI2 is the yellow cable with the red crimp. Let's slide that into here. Connectors are just a hair too big, just a hair, but that's okay. It's not a problem whatsoever. And then that gets paired with PE1. So the yellow heat shrink with the yellow wire. So good. This is another thing, the second thing I'm impressed with so far, outside of just having their own steppers, their own board, instructions. I really like that. I think it's just great. That's in there nice. Okay, what's next? Next one is N2, which is the blue wire with the red. There it goes. Let's get that in there. Did they have printed wiring diagram in the kit? They did, but they included the wrong one. They included a 2.4 printout. So this thing that I'm zoomed into, by the way, they have it on their GitHub. So they basically had this printed, but for the wrong machine. I just found the Trident one. Oops. And now we're here. But yeah, the printout would be nice as well. But this way you guys get to see it too. 1,600 square foot basement. Nice. Cool. Yeah, this basement I think is like 800. So 1,600, quite a bit bigger. They got pretty good documentation for what I seen. Yeah, I mean, look at this. I don't know if you hear me talking about these wires the way that they did it, but every pair here is very color coded and very easy. For example, right now I'm putting in this blue wire into the second slot here called N2. You can see it like above me right there. And then the wire that goes in is, let's see what it says on the diagram. It's the N1. N1 would be this one, and it has a blue heat shrink. So it goes to the blue wire. That's fantastic. Alright, so far, so good. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. You know, I don't have a comparison, but the people that have compared it to something are all saying that. So then we have L2. L2 is going to be this orange wire. They must have run out of red. But that's okay, it's labeled, so it doesn't actually matter. Alright, and that is going to go with the obvious orange one. Look at that, the heat shrink even matches. I thought it was supposed to be red, it's not. It's the orange. That's awesome. Well, this is making this portion a complete breeze and an absolute no-brainer so far. Alright, and then we can put our little cover on there. Bang, pop. But listen, did you see that apparently Steve and Pooch are on the same part as me? As in, like, they're wiring their Trident already. And they're doing it right now. Alright, that's cool. These 4. First, let's organize this. This will also help hold everything in place, too. Alright. Let's put this in the same spot, actually. I've never used this channel stuff before. I gotta get used to how it works. Looks pretty straightforward, I guess. There's plenty of room inside each little groove, I can tell you that. Nice, okay. Alright, then these. Yeah, they're working on electronics, but I don't think they've done the bed yet. Oh, okay. I was just going by what someone else told me, which is fine. Alright, and then these. Gotta go, Fetter. It's all good, Zoomy. Thank you for popping in. I appreciate it. Ah, headaches. I know all about them. All about them. Thank you for popping in. Caleb, happy early birthday. Happy early birthday. Alright, let's see how they do it. Okay, so they just have it running to something else. And you know what? Why don't I just see... Whoops, scrolling in the wrong area. So let's find where G3 goes. Well, that's easy. Let's undo these. All right, except for those. Okay. So G2 is going to go to where it says V minus 1. So it's going here. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's pointing down there. Yep. And it's the only one. So let's go ahead and tighten that. So easy. Got to love it. Gotta love it. Cool, this track is pretty cool. I'm definitely liking the track. And then when you close it, you can't see any of that stuff. That's great. Zumi is one of our mods on the Discord. She is a really great painter in terms of like painting and finishing all of her 3D prints. As you can see by my shelf, I don't paint, but Zumi does, and posts some of the coolest stuff. And she runs the contests. She's definitely a huge part of the community that we're building here. Alright, the yellow is PE2. PE2 is on the bottom of the third one from the left. So this guy. This throw that in and I'll tighten it for now. I love the little channel. It's so good. This is like easy Legos. N2 is that blue wire. I don't even need that. I can just see it right here. N2. We're going on N. Easy peasy, everybody. I'm probably jinxing myself super hard right now. Let's go under on that one. Like that. Okay, and then the only other one left is L2. L2 is on L. Bada bing, bada boom. That is fantastic. Neat and tidy. Great instructions, as you can see above me. That made that very easy. Where is L3? Oh, right here. So let's do that because I have this cable right here. Let me zoom back in. So L3 is going on top of this one. Slide that on in there. Make sure this is nice and tight. Kind of has to bend it a bit, so we're going to make sure it's nice and tight like that. Let's go over it, join it together like this. This one is going to go L3, L3 to the top. This connector. Let me undo all of these. Oh, that one's tightened. Wow. Okay. They all like that? Yep. Oh, yeah. Doesn't hurt at all or anything. Oh, yep. Oh, almost pushed that off the table. I really got to get a mat on this thing. Ballistic, your mat, the Voron mat is so cool. I might have to grab one of those things. I'm going to destroy this table otherwise. Okay, this gets put into here. And let me just make sure I'm correct. L3, L3, okay. Okay. Easy. Bed L. So that white wire is actually coming from the bed because I don't have a white wire. Yeah, we'll figure that out. That's the heater. And then there's also like the ground, which is the yellow wire with the red, and that's right here. Right here. Bed PE. That's from there. Okay. That's the Z leveled switch. Clicky. Okay, that wiring should be pretty straightforward for the bed, so that's cool. Alright, so the only other one here I see is this. And those... Relay RS. Oh, that's going right here. Okay, we can do that, we need a little flathead, huh? We can do that. I gotsed it. That management is a smaller version of the Panduit we use in data centers. Nice. It's so clever, so easy, so inexpensive, and works really, really well. Yeah, once the covers are on, it's great. Alright, so hold on, I'm gonna put my head in the way, I think. That's the brand, okay. They got me with that mat. I saw that. There's an RGB version? What do you mean RGB? Like the colors on it, or like it's an RGB mat? That's extra. That's extra, man. Let's see which one we need. Relay, signal. That says bed out. Bed out. That's this one. So I did notice that these are not crimped, and I am going to crimp them because there's just no reason not to. Oops, did I grab something? I did. Alright, that's not this. I think that's for the fans. These wires that I was questioning earlier, has RGB trim. Nice. Looks clean too. Yeah, Ghost, it does. So these guys, are they tin? No, they're not tin. So I'm not gonna leave them like this. I'm gonna put little connectors on here because I'm a psychopath. But mostly because, you know, you buy one of these kits, they have a trillion pieces in there. Might as well use them. We've got the tools. We have the technology. And right now I'm pumped. This is going smooth so far. What time we got? 10:40. I wonder how far we will be able to go. Alright, I think this is gonna call for the smallest ones like this, but that's okay. They're all gonna be white. That'll also be okay. Yep, that's how we're gonna roll with it. Yeah, nice. Gotta love it. Look how clean that looks. Boom. Let's do the same for our black wire. Pando is really nice. Pricey. 45 for 6 feet. Seems like for some builds, that's not only a drop in the bucket, but almost a requirement, you know? All right. I love these little connectors. I love it. Alright, you know what? I'm not going to put it away this time. I'll keep it over here somewhere so that it's handy. I did want to run... I should probably do that. You know what? After this little wire, I'll probably put up some chains because I want to run at least a bed or something. We'll see how it all works out on the instructions. But okay, so the white wire, I mean a red wire, is on the right side, and there's a little plus there, so there we go. And we need a flathead for it. Once again, sorry if my head's in here. I put it in the wrong spot, I think. There we go. Alright, so we got red. And so clean. So this is going to come around and go into these two. So red is going to the lower one. Sorry, head is in the way. But I gotta. Ooh yeah. Okay. Do the same for this one. Put in the lower portion. Lighten her up. You know what? We'll take this one out and put it here. There we go. Smoother. Gotta look at smoother. Oh, I missed some. Hey, Lewis. 4 a.m. Ooh! Yeah, man. Off to bed. See you later, my friend. Thank you for popping in. Appreciate it. Morning, yeah. Still here trying to help people. Appreciate that. Big time. What's the bed size? This one is 300. Yeah. Yes, but don't forget the bed is also super thick on these. Okay. Alright, let me zoom out here. Hello? Why is this not working? Oh, there it goes. That was quite a delay. Just an idea. It would be cool to put LED strips on the bottom. It would. Yeah, I think LEDs are going to be an upgrade path for the machine. And, you know, you have full LED control with this thing, so... The bed is also heat to the chamber, that's true. We're not suggest heat soaking all the parts to get the print temp. It doesn't change creep. Yep. So, yeah, 20 minutes seems to be... 20-30 minutes of heating it up. Yeah, when you talk about that with like the X+3 machine, people go, oh my god, that's so long. I wait at least 15 minutes before ABS and it's primo after that. Oh, he needs to add adjustable LEDs to flash with data streams. Yeah, I mean I have a bunch of LED strip, so I'll definitely be tackling that later after I get the kit situated. Alright, so we did this portion, which I'm very happy about. We did this guy. I guess, should I run this Pi cable? Let's do that real quick, since they're all right here. Let's run the Pi cable. Where are we putting our trash? Straight in the trash can? Okay. Yeah, I mean, I would love to have LEDs on the top as well. That point, you know, onto the rest of the build area. Yeah. And then, yeah, I'll kind of have to think about the glass as well. Since everything is smoky on here, I might have to do something with that. Alright, let's see how this is done. Which end goes on the Pi? Looks like they are identical, just mirrored. So let me just zoom in here and do it exactly how they have it. So yellow wire... the wire here is different. Maybe there's another connector? Or maybe I have a different Pi? Nope, I don't have a different Pi. I guess it doesn't matter the colors of the plug as long as they are correct. And theirs is wired like this. Theirs is wired like this with that plug up this way. So blue is going to be that, and that gets plugged in this way. So blue is yellow in their case. This gets plugged into here. It's going on the bottom. So it gets plugged into here. Like that. Yeah. Different pi, but it should be the same. Yeah, just the colors of the wires are different than their picture, but that doesn't matter. The pinout is the same. It's missing 4, the rest are populated. So as long as orientation is the same, which I guess you guys can't see exactly. Right here. So as long as the orientation is correct. So in their example, as you can see above me, the lonely wire is yellow. In my case, it's blue. And in the picture right now, it's in the top left with 4 underneath that are not populated. So that's there. And that same blue wire on the bottom, on the Raspberry Pi, is also the top left of the connector, and that's what it is right now. So that should be how that goes. All right, so let's see how they kind of manage that one. The wire, so just go straight through on theirs. And they put this in just to keep it all at bay, because there is going to be a lot of wires right there. So let's just kind of, this thing going down like this. We'll have this go straight upward. Like that, we'll kind of just tuck that in there. We'll be doing some zip tying, I'm sure of it. Yeah, let's do it this way and it'll be held later. Okay, cool. We'll do it that way. Actually, you know what? I kind of don't like that that's running over the Pi. Maybe we will bend it down. Maybe we'll just do it here, like this. Yeah, we'll do it this way. Yeah, that way it's not covering any ports if I need to get into anything or plug something in. Like, technically speaking, what I would like to do is, I know one of the fronts can be like keystoned, or maybe even have the hex plugs that are USB. I would like to run the USB-C from the board and the USB-C from the Pi to the front, so that if I needed to, I could just plug a USB cable in and run it that way. Just in case. Obviously, you'd be able to get to it from the internet, but just in case something needs to be plugged in directly, I think that might be easy. I don't know if that's a common thing that people do. So we'll see. We'll figure it out. All right, the rest is run from the screens. The screens is another thing I can do. Not the screen itself. That's not a part of the instructions yet because the skirt's not there. But the cables can be ran. So let's do that. Because that's going like under the board. Do these matter? They're the same, I think. So the thing that matters is which one is XP1. You know what I'll do is I'll mark them. I have markers. I think the cables are the same. They are. So I'll just write on 1. We'll make this one say 1. And I'll write it there. And I'll write it here. There you go. So one of them is going to be labeled with 1, and that'll be our 1. Yeah, easy access is preferred. Yep, I agree. DW. Yeah, USB input shaper tool. So for the shaper tool, I actually wired an ADXL into the head. So it's on the side of the, it's going to be hardwired in. But I do have a USB shaper tool, but I kind of wanted this to be done with it. It's installed. You know what I mean? I don't have to think about it. All right, so this one is 1, so we will put that one in first. See how this is going to go. It's going to go in this way, which means this has to slide in underneath like this. Let's see if we can slide on in. Probably not. Probably not. Yes. Okay, one. It's plugged into one. This will be our 2. Alright, keep that nice and neat. Where is this one going? Just across? Okay, keep it like that. Let's turn this in as well. There we go. In fact, why don't they run that through the channel and then straight out? That's what I'm going to do. We'll run it through the channel and then straight out like this. Let's have them there. Labeled. These are away. Make sure this thing's clicked in. It is. Okay. Alright, I'm pretty happy with this. My OCD is going to kill me with some of these little details that don't actually matter. Jeez. Alright. That is looking nice and clean. This will all be hidden and zip tied if it needs to be. So the only question I have here is this. We got to figure this out before I jump into something else. Okay, so this looks like G2 and V2. G2. Wait, there's another G2? Oh, this is G3. G3 is this one. Good thing I noticed. Not that it matters. They're the same. They're the same thing. But that is good to notice, because that was G3. Okay, let's do this one. These are tinned. They are tinned. Man, I don't want to cut them though. Alright, I'm still going to crimp these, even though they're tinned. Where'd I put that stuff? That's over here. Alright, so this is going to be the bed. Is that the bed? Bed in. Wait, that can't be it. Oh, yeah, okay. So that's this one. Alright. Second guessing everything. Alright, so this is... Okay, so the other ones, these... This one looks like it's going to be G1 and V1. G1 is this. Why would they do it that way? Why would this be bare? Hold on. Let me make sure. Let me make sure I'm right. That's a whole different plug. I'm pretty sure that G1 and V1 is going to be this. And they didn't crimp this side. No. This looks like is G1, V1. Because of these. V1 is red. G1 is black underneath. No, the photo's showing G1 is a blue one. Okay, so that's interesting. I mean, they're labeled. It doesn't matter if the colors are slightly off, and I think they said that in the text when I was reading it. So what's G2, V2? G2 is this, okay. V2 is this. So it's just giving... One is powering the board. One is powering the bed in. Oh, and bed out's going to the... Okay, that's what it is. So these, it doesn't matter why they didn't make both of these have connectors on the end. That's odd. But you know what? We're going to do it. I'm going to make them the same. Because I got them. And we can. Alright, I got these. So let's do that first. Do those Voron kits come with everything needed except for printed parts? Giovanni, yeah. So far this has come with everything. The things that it hasn't had are because I went to a stealth burner instead of the afterburner, which you could always add on to the kit from Fysetc. But yeah, so far it has had every single thing except for printed parts. In fact, as you can see, if you haven't joined, if you just joined, everything is color coded and very nicely laid out in the instruction above me. I'm just kind of getting used to their, design language and how they do things. But so far, so good. So let's call this cable G1. Because it has a blue one in their example, I'm going to use blue as well. I can't use this. I don't think I have pliers here. Should I try? I kind of want to just try. I'm going to try. There's not the right tool for this. Just know that I know. No, I can't do that. It won't. Alright, let me find some pliers. You have these. These should work. These should work. Yep. Alright, we got blue on the black. And in their case, G1 is with V1. V1 has a red one. Oh, now I see it because I'm blind. Their G2 and V2 don't have crimp connectors on it. That's this one. So I'm just adding connectors to it. That's what's going on. So they're essentially the same. They just didn't put connectors on them. Which I will do. Oh yeah, okay, I'm happy with that. So we will put that away. And then on this side, let's put these away. And then on this side, let's go ahead and add some terminals, some ferrules. Find which ones we're gonna do. Probably these blue ones. Yep, they fit perfect. We'll be doing these here. Bam. So easy. So nice. Look at that. I highly suggest you guys grab one of these kits. I typically have, in pretty much all of my videos, I have links to tools like this for Amazon and things like that. If you guys are going to buy one of these, do me a solid and use my links. It helps out the channel just a tiny bit. And they're free to use. Because they're affiliate links, that's how it works. Some kits from different sellers don't have nice wiring guides and color coding. That's what I'm hearing. Ballistic. And yeah, weird they didn't put terminals on just those two wires. Isn't that odd? But I double checked, that is it, and you could see them in their instructions. I guess that's how they differentiated them, so that they don't get confused, I'm assuming. Alright, so let's undo these. Alright, so we're going to work right to left here. I'm going to start with V1 and G1, which is the one with the blue. So that's how we're going to know the difference. So let's see how these fit in here. Might have to back this out a little more. I do. All the way? Yeah. There we go. I love how they fit in here. They just kind of pop in there. and they don't move. It's very assuring. Look at that. Bam. 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 Okay, perfect. So we got red on the outside, which is how they have it. That's V1. So V1 is going to this one. V1, third one in, it's red. That's going there. And then we have G1. That's gonna go this little guy. Flip this over. Voila, that's how that's gonna go. So let's go ahead and tuck these away. These can go straight down into here, and we can kind of just bend it in like that, and that will be hidden in a second. All right, next up is the next two over, V2 and G2. Let's populate those. Come on. There we go. Some needle nose would help in this particular scenario. Since my fingers are too big, let me grab them. Can you guys see what I'm working on? Yeah, okay. No, looks like I'm just gonna have to do the good old wiggle. There it is. Perfect. Nice and tidy. All right. Red is on the right. Red is V2. V2 is going to here. All right, and then we have G2. G2 is going by its lonely next to the blue right over here. 24 watching, 24 likes. Nice. Thank you, everybody. It's been 43 years. I'm assuming you're saying it's been a while for me building this kit. It's taken a while. I'm just taking my time. You know, this isn't the only machine I gotta work on, you know? It is what it is. Hopefully, even though it's taken a while, hopefully it's still entertaining, and hopefully it will help somebody at some point if they need some kind of question answered or something along those lines. That's the hope. Your kids from middle school, yeah. Oh. Oh. I remember. I'm smart. I'm smart. My memory, not very good. Not very good. Time for some bubbly. 43 years. Now I remember our previous conversation. Get about to retire. Hey everybody, while I look down and remember, because I've been kind of heads down working, there's a pinned comment. If you're planning on sticking around for around another hour or so, I'll be giving away the Silk Gold filament, this brand new stuff by 3D Max. Silk Gold PLA. This will be coming from me anywhere in the world up to $35 in shipping. If it goes over 35, I'll ask for some help. I'll also throw in this sticker. So hop into that link. It should be a link that looks like this. Let's see how many people have entered so far. 27 entries. I'm hoping that the person that wins this will be in the chat. I'm hoping to give it away to somebody that's present. Not that I need them to stay at the end. I think it'd be cool for them to receive it. You know what I mean? So if you're not there, I'll give some time and potentially pick another person. So please, if you're signing in or signing up, plan on coming around in sometime around 12 for when I choose the winner. Did you have a chance? Did you have a change? Did you have to change a bunch of pins on the spider board? No. No, I have the 2.2. That's exactly what their instructions are. Right? 2.2. Where does it say? Voron Design and Fysetc. Down here, yeah, 2.2. So I don't have a 2.3 or anything like that. So the jumpers are there. They were mostly in place. These two had all of them populated. I just took them out. Chad out here being Chad. This must be a tedious process. Load Eclipse, it's way more fun than I thought it was gonna be. I was really not looking forward to this, but everything, the fact that it's all color coded and labeled, it's good. I like it. So yeah, so far I'm digging it. Yeah, it is a cool color. It's here we go. It's prints like this. Nice silk shiny gold. And in case you guys are wondering what that's for, it's for this blaster I printed in this super cool filament. That's 200% of its size, and it shoots these nozzles. Last time I hit my wall and put a dent in it, so I'm not going to do that. But there's a button here. It has a built-in spring. There you go. You can shoot your friend in the head. Yeah, it's on printables. I think it's on the front of printables. Originally it's rather small, which is perfectly fine. You don't want to, poke someone's eyes out. But 200% seems pretty cool. One of my buddies, I showed it to my buddy, and his first reaction was, "Why didn't you print this at full scale?" I do have a Mingda machine that's 400 something. I think it's over 400 millimeters tall. So I was thinking about getting one of those huge spools and just doing one in a shoulder size. I just don't think the mechanism would work properly because of the tolerances in the print in place. I just don't think it would work. Yeah, the spring is print in place. On this one, it actually broke off the first time I launched it. It shot out, but then I just super glued it back in. And you basically push it and it catches right over here on this catch button. It's very well designed and well done. And I've been shooting it around, and it hasn't come out since it popped out the first time. 400's broken bones. Yeah, like you're gonna have a really hard time putting that in there. Should make the nozzle out of TPU. Yeah, so it's not a death device. I just wanted it to look, gold. That's all. I printed 3, and when I finished printing them, I was like, oh, I should have done one in like a bronze and another one in like a silver, so that you have all 3 of the types of nozzles. That would have been fun, but they're already printed. They also have a ton of different projectiles. You can print little bombs, all sorts of fun little, projectiles. You can put a marble in there if you wanted, although marble might be a little too small. Alright, hold on. So I said that I was going to do chains, and I didn't yet, because this has been this fun. But I think we're on a roll here. We did all of this wiring. I'm also not doing this. I just don't need that. We'll figure out how that whole keystone thing works later. But I will literally never use this for any reason. I will 99.99% use Wi-Fi. So these Z motors are actually the Z motors. I need to do the Z motors because they're down here. And I guess the fans too. Man, hopefully, I'm not sure if I'll get to the chains today. Yeah, let's do the motors because they're here. And then the chains will be for the rest. So let's try to get that done. TPU nozzle is a great idea. Alright, the Z cables are here. Nicely rubber banded. Alright, they're labeled as well, of course. Alright, we got Z0. Z0 is this bottom one. Okay. Let's go Z0. It's off camera. Just noticed. It's not that exciting. It's plugging in a stepper motor. Where does it go? Z0, where are you? Z0 is the first one. Okay. So we are right there. Let me triple check Z0. We are correct. Okay. So let's run this cable. Gonna run it out a little bit and then put it in here. Yeah. Okay. And bendy. Throw that in there. Tighten a bit. And we can just get him in there. We're out of control. We're out of control. There we go. Get in there. How'd you come out over here? There we go. Get in there, wires. Okay. Got that in there. What's next? It's important to do the order they say to make the config works later. Yeah, their config is going to be a really nice starting place. Like, can you imagine? Like, from scratch you have to go one at a time and go down. That would not be a fun task to do. But having this config that's based on their document, that's going to be good. All right, next is Z1. Let's find Z1. Z1 was, I think, the one back here, right? Yep. Yeah, Z1 is the front one, or the back one in our case. Come on. Why you being stubborn? Plug. Why you do this? Oh, because I'm putting the wrong plug in. Jeez. This is my first time building a printer. Alright, we'll run this one here. Ooh! Got a nice little trap beat going on. Z1, and plug that bad boy right here. Ah! Definitely gonna scratch my table. I just dropped. Yeah. Alright, where are we putting this one? This guy? Yeah, let's do that one. You know what I'll do? So, see if I can spin that. Yeah, I like that. Just so they're a little extra visible. Okay. Everything cool. V1. Will you be installing Clipper on the SVO6 by chance? I have everything to convert mine, but I can't find a good video on how to. So obviously not at first. I want to do an initial kind of video because adding Clipper to the machine adds a bit of an expense, and because of its price range, like right now on Amazon, I posted on my channel, I think it's $230, which is just crazy for everything that it has on it. So I want to do that first, and then, you know, I have 3 pads. I have the Big Tree Tech Pad 7 that's just off the screen. I have the FL Sun Speeder pad, and I have the Creality Sonic pad. I also have the CB1, which is probably more in line with what people are going to be doing with the SVO6 because of just it's a budget machine. So I'm thinking I'm going to go in that way, that route. I think I'll add a CB1 to it and run Clipper on it that way, but that's going to have to wait. I'm going to have to do a video without that first, just to be realistic. I've been looking at kind of nice tabletops on Amazon and IKEA. Yeah, it would be cool to have like a nice table. Mine is massive, like it's just absolutely huge. This is actually an IKEA countertop from a kitchen island, so it's huge. And then I have it on a bunch of Olaf legs, which I don't recommend. I think the best setup would be to buy one of those robust tables that lifts, and then put this tabletop on top of that, because of just, you'll get the ridiculous amount of real estate. Not the most what do you call it, resilient tabletop, that's for sure, but it's really inexpensive and it's huge. So I think having a nice mat in your work area is probably really good. Feder, do you know how to look at a Marlin config? The one I was asking for help. It's like his config is bot right. I do, generally speaking, yeah. I've put together some configs. You would use VS Code. That's probably your best way to look at it. Well, actually, you can't once it's already made. Are you talking about one that's already configured, like one that's on the board, or one that's being made to put on a board, Jeff? I saw that post. It's a good deal. I got mine even cheaper than that. Really, Andre? That's cool. Yeah, I mean, I have to check it out. People are constantly asking about it. It's constantly being recommended by everyone around me, and it's hard for me to recommend things I don't have experience with. So it would be nice to finally check it out and you know, be able to recommend it if it's good, which it seems like it's really good. Right now, I've been recommending for the same price or a little bit more, the KP3S Pro. I absolutely adore that machine. So I've been recommending that, but I know that's not for everybody, and it might be even too small, and it's manual. You know, it doesn't have auto bed leveling. So I get the value in the SVO6. It would just be nice to have a first-hand experience with it. I don't even know why I'm looking over here. Let's go up here, get the final one, Z2, just to make sure, Z2. And this will be here. Yep, and we will bend this. Go that way. This will go on this side of that cable. Oh yeah! Now we pop that over here. There we go. All right, all right, all right. Kind of bend that a little bit so they're on the same plane. There we go. I dig it. Are these things easy to take off once they're on? Doesn't seem like they would be. I guess you could slide it. This little cut that I did is gonna bother me. It's uneven. Let's see if I can straighten her out a bit. Oh yeah, that's easy. And the scissors do the rest. Oh yeah. All right. There we go. Made that a little bit neater. Because I gotta. Shaking off my arm, picks it up. Yeah, so I try to have the camera off of the table, but the table... I guess you can't tell because this camera is also on the table, so when it shakes with it. You can kind of tell right there in this corner. Like if you look in the background, there he goes. You can see that? Yeah, I can wiggle it. Push down and turn slightly to get off. Oh, that's... thanks, Jeff. He sent me his. I don't know Marlon that well. Like I said, I know Marlon a little bit. Enough to kind of put one together, and most of the time it doesn't work, and then I have to just troubleshoot why. But so I know Marlon enough not to know why something needs troubleshooting. But I guess years ago now, like 4 years ago, when I put that custom machine together, I had to make Marlon, build from scratch. At that point, I knew what I was doing. I don't anymore. It's been too long. I've been spoiled. All right. I think that is all the wiring for down here. The rest of the wiring is coming in from somewhere else. Right? We got AB. We have extruder. The Pi doesn't need anything else. We got the steppers. The screen is pre-wired. The plug is pre-wired. Our little power supply for the bed is pre-wired. Not for the bed. This is for the bed. So the only thing this needs is the actual bed wire. And where does the other side of that go, actually, in the wiring? So one side of it, right here, bed L, goes in here. Where's the other side? Oh, right here, bed N. And one side is red, one side is blue. Is that how it's like? Yeah, it's so easy. Everything's color-coded. It's moving like 10mm, then Z-homing, and that's it. What machine is it, Jeff? Whenever I try to help someone with Marlon's setup, I end up recommending that they use TH3D unified firmware for most printers and settings. Well, parameterized. I know what that means, but man, English is tough. BLV. I don't know. I could take a look a little later, but I gotta do this part first. I'm honestly not sure. I'm not well versed in that. That's probably a great thing to put on like Reddit. Reddit, someone will jump in. I have a feeling. Make sure you have SSR correct side to side. One side 24, one side's 120, 240. This guy? SSR solid state relay. That's this. Yeah. So everything's color coded, so it makes it really easy. BLV, the Core XY kit. I wouldn't know. Does the Raspberry Pi need a firmware flash? I'm gonna assume yes. Yeah, that thing was sealed. But that's really easy, because that wouldn't need anything special at all. That would just need a really basic clipper installation. So that's like a pre-made. You just need a card essentially, and then you just flash the image, throw that on there, put your Wi-Fi information on so that it jumps on the Wi-Fi, and then the rest is through SSH. So that would be really easy actually. I don't know anything about that kit. I've heard of it. I remember it kind of like, if I close my eyes, I can imagine the blur. But I don't know it well enough at all. Alright, so the next thing I wanted to do was I wanted to do some chains so that I can run that wiring. And it looks like, let me pull it off the table just a little more. Should have enough balance over there to stay. I think I'm going to do the bed first, because it seems somewhat simple. Maybe that's backwards. Maybe I should go top down. But on the top, I need to wire some custom things. Here I don't. So I kind of want to just get that done. So here's what I'll do is I'll just run this down. You guys see what I'm doing here? Get these plugs labeled, or not labeled, untangled. See, we've got the ground. Okay. So, if I understand correctly, let me get some zip ties. It's like the strain relief is going to be important. I'm going to run out of these little zip ties. I think I used too many. But I want to put them in here like the instructions say, just so they're in so I don't forget them later. Let's put this one in from the bottom like that. Okay, and then as far as chains go, how do I know which one? How do I know which one's which? Are these all the same size? So these two are the same size, and this one is shorter. I am going to assume that the shorter one is for the bed, because it doesn't have to go that high. So this is simple. And this should be simple. Let's see. Yep, just 3 and 3. Like that. And then we'll open the chain and put the cables in first, I think. What's a good way to do this, guys? Should I open the chain up, put the cables in, or put this and then fish them all in one by one? That seems like it's going to be a little bit more difficult to do. To fish them with the connectors and everything. Should I just open it, put the wires in, close them all? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Let's see where the little things are, because let's go to the other instructions. Open. Okay, thank you. Okay, this has me do the bed anyway. Okay, cool. 3x6. These are these little guys. Whoops, I just launched threaded inserts everywhere. Alright, let me make sure those go in the right spot when I put them back. So we're about 30 minutes, a little bit less away from the giveaway. If you guys are just joining in, at the top of the chat, there is a link to a giveaway for a spool of filament. We're giving away a roll of gold silk PLA by 3D Max, their brand new silk filament. I'll have links down in the description if you guys want to purchase some. But definitely jump into the giveaway for your chance to win a roll from me. Up to $35 in shipping costs anywhere in the world. At the end of the stream, I will call a winner, and hopefully they're there to get it. That is the color and sticker. Just as my token of appreciation for you guys watching the stream, here's what it looks like. Thank you, Caleb. Clipper the world. Yeah, Clipper, it's... I like Clipper more and more every day. Oh, I just thought I broke it. Thought I broke that chain. Gotta be a better way to do this. Oh, there you go. Alright, so this is fun. Jeff, thank you for another gifted membership. I really appreciate that. And Black Diamond, welcome to the super exclusive YouTube crew. Thank you so much for making dreams come true, Jeff. You are truly a nice guy. I will pay for shipping. Caleb, like, if you win, I will pay for shipping up to $35. So the filament was sent to me by 3D Max. You know, I really like their silk filament. I tested it. I loved it. I said, hey, you know, I do these giveaways. They sent me a couple rolls so that I can give them away, but I will be shipping them myself. So I cover the shipping costs as a token of my appreciation, and 3D Max provided the filament for me to give away. Oh, so I still have to put it in through here. Right, so this will go this way. So the cables still have to go through. Make sure they're not tangled up. But I guess this is still significantly easier to do. Like times a million, right? Let's just put them in, and then I will make them taut and pull them and whatnot, and then zip tie them. Just having them contained in here is going to be interesting. Got big old thick boy wires. Come on in, no tangles, please. Thank you. Wow, running this through these chains is quite annoying. And then maintenance would be just a nightmare, essentially, wouldn't it? Maintenance would just be a nightmare. Basically, if you're swapping any components, if this is your setup, you're going to be cutting the wire and splicing it. Or you're going to be cutting the wire and putting the PCBs on, because that would make this so much easier. But to cut costs dramatically, like dramatically cut costs, and to keep the kit affordable, I see why this is how it's done. And it's much easier to understand than to deal with more wiring and more PCBs your first time around, especially if you don't have the experience with that kind of stuff. This is very straightforward. It's just a wire, you know. So let's close this, and then I'll pull them through a little bit more. So the name of the game here is going to be strain relief, because if they're rubbing in here, they'll eventually pop. Alright, that's nice and clean. Let's pull this. Let's make sure these are correct. That's good. Let's get this one. That's good. Wagos, yeah. Wagos are cool. This did not include that, which I'm fine with. Like I said, I think there's a place for this type of thing. AGM 4551. Yeah, Voron uses Wagos, yeah. Yeah, I was surprised to see this over that, but that's okay. Wagos, bed, and PCB, yeah. Yes, I agree. You guys better head over to Ballistic's channel and subscribe if you're not already. He's also building a Voron, the smaller .0 V2, V0.2. So if you guys are enjoying this, definitely check out his stream as well. Sharing is caring. He is way more prepared than I am, I gotta say. Way more organized and prepared. Anyone know if the Mitten 3D camera, Beagle camera, subscription base is free? I think it's free. They've been messaging me to check out their new camera, the V2. I have the first one. I didn't do a full review on it because I found out I had a microphone in it, and that rubbed me the wrong way. So it's been boxed the entire time. It doesn't work, the microphone. They claim that it's not used at all, just in the camera hardware. But that was weird. There's no need to have a printer component for that. But their V2 is improved in every single way, they claim. I haven't figured out what and why I would use it, but apparently they've been having lots and lots of improvements to the camera. So it might be worth taking a look. Man, I dropped there we go. I dropped the bolt into the into the cable. Not cable, into the chain. Also, this is actually a little bit more of a hassle than I thought it would be. There we go. Get on in there. Preloaded nuts suck. There we go. Can you guys see what I'm working on? Yeah, I'm just kind of getting all the wiring out of the way. Put that in there. Let's get that straight. tight, but not crazy. We're going into 3D printed heat inserts here. Okay, that part is there. Get this in. Then we'll flip the machine and do some wire management. That's what she said. Feder, can you unsnap last link? Makes life easier. Oh, true. That's a good pointer. That's a good point. Well, not in this case because this is going to be blocked. But that one, no. But I see what you're saying. Yeah, these are backwards. Like the openable link is on the bottom. Probably for the other ones, this will work. All right, this one I think I'm going to have to just suck it up and rotate the machine. Maybe I'll get it this way. Look at that, my luck. My luck is just going crazy right now. Let's see if it'll keep going. Okay, but now I can't see any of the others. Let's see if I can feel around. Use my spidey sense. Yes. I am Spider-Man. I have the Beagle camera. I like it. But it does have a microphone, like he said. I found that weird too. But on the other hand, everything has a microphone, and it's 100% true. It does. It's just I don't know why. It just I was kind of like, oh come on. And then the fact that why the dog? You know, I get it. It's a part of like the branding, Beagle Cam, but these are 3D printers. It's not. It seems like it was meant to be a thing for a kid's room to watch your kid like a newborn in bed. The new one isn't styled in the same way. The new one is like it actually looks really decent. Something that you would put next to a 3D printer, and not a little doggo. Which there's nothing wrong with that. It just doesn't quite fit the bill, in my opinion. So some of the marketing there was just off. Okay, that actually worked better than I thought. Alright, I'm gonna flip this upward for a second so that we can get that right. And I'm gonna take my time doing it so I don't destroy my table. So that I don't pinch anything. There we go. I'm learning where I can grab this thing and where I can't. Alright, I kind of want to sleeve this little wire area. Maybe I shouldn't worry about it. What's the point? It's not like that looks bad. If anything, I'll buy some more zip ties. I will unzip tie it, and then I will do it. For now, let's get this zip tied tight so that we can pull these through the way they're supposed to. Give them some slack, so that they aren't being pulled by the cable chain. Cut that zip tie. What time we got? 11:46. All right. Each link comes apart, not just opens. Like on the side, you mean? Like I can fully pop it out. That's what I mean. Could be like a watchdog. Right. It is. That's the theme. Like that was the point. And it makes sense, but you got to think about the target market. I don't know if that was kind of like a hit and miss in my book. I don't know. But I'm cool with the second one. Chain's the right length. I need to check the height with the bed up top. So this one was shorter than the other two. I'm assuming the other two are the same length. because left, right, up, down. That was my thought process. Yeah, these two are the same length, and this one was shorter. The up, down on here should be shorter. I think. Does it say anything about the chains anywhere? No. Hey, Wilmar. Jeff, do you know the answer to that question if you're still in here? I know you're trying to help somebody else. Did I do that right? The bed chain is the slightly shorter one. I think it was shorter by like a link. Yeah, 250Z, right. That's what I thought. Okay. Yeah, so these should be the same because they're 300 by 300 and this one is slightly shorter. Okay. It's worth checking and knowing, so I appreciate that, Brian. Alright, I'm going to give these some slack in the cable so that they don't get pulled in some funky way, and then I'm going to zip tie them. So I'm going to push them in there until they hit the top like that, and then let's zip tie. There we go. And we can snippity snippy snip and get in there from this angle. Okay, nice and clean so far. Nice and clean, looking good. Let's flip her back over. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Alright, we ended up this way, huh? Let's see. I don't want to get grease all over my hands. So let's do it the same way again. Move it over the cable under there, and let's run these, right? How much time we got? 10 minutes? Alright, let's see what I can do. Looking great now. Yeah, thank you. Oh, in the middle of the chain. Oh, okay, that's a good point. Let's see if I can tug this a little. Oh, I can. Okay, that would be the middle. Yeah, I don't want that yellow cable. I want that yellow. Oh, right. I can just push it upward here. There we go. Yeah, nothing being pulled is the name of the game here. There we go. That's in the middle. Boom. All right. Let's get some of this connected and then we'll do the drawing. So if I go over 12 a little bit. Oh, guys, so hold on. Let me look. You might want to jump in here, jump into the pinned comment as soon as possible because I think it ends. Yeah, there's 8 minutes left. So guys, jump into that as soon as you can while I'm working on this, and as soon as I finish, I'll pull some, pull the winner. So there's a link pinned at the top of the chat. This is what I'm giving away, 3D Max silk filaments. They're brand new line of silk. They have white, black, pearl, and this gold color. I'll also throw in a sticker, shipped by me, from me, up to $35 from the United States. Here's what that print looks like. Jump in there, guys. Just my thank you for joining and watching the stream to the end. And yeah, it'd be nice if the person that wins is present. Alright, so let me try to catch where all of this is. All right, first, all red. Let's go find that. All red plug. That should be, all right, it's not going to show because they have it wired up right there. Wilmar, thank you very much. Oh, I didn't see these. Adhesion on bigger parts drive me nuts, really. The V2 looks great, Andre. Really appreciate that.
$5 and says here is the little dollar sign to help the bill.
Oh, we got her speaking. Did you guys hear that at all? Thank you very much, Will. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Eric. It's coming along. It's coming along great. Very excited. It looks like this guy has to go through here. A little bit tangled over there. There we go. Now that's free. Alright, this is what? What would this be? It's not clicky. Clicky is this guy. You know what? It's labeled, so let's check what that is. So this is the Z limit switch. That's gonna be on Z minus, I bet, or is it Z plus? Let's see. Z min, so minus. Okay, Z minus. Let's go up here. Click. Put that in there. Do that. There we go. Alright, next we have this, which is the bed thermistor. The bed thermistor. Let's see where that is. TB, right? This is going to be TB. Thermistor bed. Run that. These wires in there. Some of these thin ones are actually kind of tricky because they just kind of go wherever they please. See, like they pop out. See why they went down to the bottom with them, because I think it would just be a hair easier to kind of pull on them like this, so they do what you're actually asking instead of springing back. So let's do it that way. There we go. And you know what? Let me grab a Velcro. I also buy these in bulk right here. Make wire management on pretty much anything significantly easier. And what I typically do, looks like you guys have about 4 or so minutes for that contest, so definitely go ahead and jump in. What I usually do is I cut that off so that I have myself just this portion, and just for the sake of my sanity, I'll cut this in half, and I'll put it around this little bundle. I know I'm gonna have to open it a bunch, but this is the stuff that helps me stay organized. So I'll just have that for now. This can kind of go up a little bit like that. Okay, I like that. Alright, now we got these two. These two are color coded, so they're going to be much easier to handle. So right here we got bed N with the blue. take care of that one first. Bed N with the blue. That's going on N right here on the top of it. Gotta undo it just enough to slip this guy in there. Have it backwards. Like this. There we go. Give it a good cranking. Am I right? Alright, we'll pull this there. We'll go up with it a little bit. Bring this here. Like a that. Oh yeah. Alright, rocking. Then we got the red one. Let's see. Ballistic tech. Thought about that. There's only 50 million shot, just big and flat. Taller. Graph shield. Room's pretty still. I've used some like cardboard panels, kind of holding, just keeping breezes out of the way. That's helped. A big brim also helps. You can do 2-layer brims as well, so it's a little bit thicker if one's not enough to hold something down. Did you switch 2 motor wires from manual? You might have missed it. I did not switch them. I followed this. So I'm not following the Voron build here, the wiring. I'm following this, the way that they have it. And so far, everything lengthwise fits perfect. So at least I know that that's going correctly. All right, so this is the red one. This is the bed L. So that's going into here. All right, nice and easy. We'll run this one up as well. Go ahead and join your friends up here. Wire. All right, so far so good. And then we have the bed ground. The bed ground was this. Bed PE. I should have probably scrolled all the way up, but it's bed PE. In fact, I think if I go here, because it's going to talk about the way it goes. Here we go. I think it's labeled bed PE as well. This. Yeah, protective earth, PE. The bed PE in the Fysetc kit is this, bed PE, and that's going onto the ground terminal right here, and the colors are correct. Alright, go join your friends, little wire. Alright, we'll run this one upward too. Alright, there we go. I'm very happy with that. Cool. That's the bed. The clicky is all wired up. Did I miss something here? Andre, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Do you guys hear that? The audio when she reads the chat. These those velvet loose in my work. Yep. Yeah, you gotta. They're great. Does the printer have a bottom panel? It does. You can fully close this. I don't know if I will yet. But yeah, you can fully close it. In fact, can you see that? So the bottom of the skirt has inserts in it. So it gets fully closed. Titan! Long time no see, friend. How are you? How you been? Actually, wait to catch one of these. Yeah, man, all is well. I haven't seen you or talked to you in a while. I don't really go on Twitter that much. I know you're really active there and you got a following there, but Yeah, man, this thing's coming along. I can't believe I'm here, even though it's been a while, I guess. So that's some good wire management. Yeah, this kit does the wire management really, really well. As you can see above me here, it's so easy to follow. Here, you can have a better look here. Come on, switch over. There it is. So yeah, that has been really helpful. I'm kind of upset I didn't get more done just because I took my time with this, but it looks like the rest is going to be pretty easy, so I'm very happy. 70 seconds left. Oh yeah, it's past 12. It looks like the chat, once I scrolled, I kind of lost place there. The side notes enough. Oh, right. I read them earlier, Jeff. So yeah, that's what I did. Here's what Jeff was saying. So I read that earlier. So it said that they're not following the Voron one, and neither am I. Compared to a few OEM printers I've opened, the wire management is awesome. Yeah. So especially when you add your own connectors here, the crimp connectors, like this, so that you know there's no nonsense anywhere. The wires are, and you know, keep in mind, all this gets closed, so you won't even see any of that stuff. It's very nice. Yeah, but the PCBs would still be better. PCBs would make it way better. Yep, I hear it. Cool. All right, cool. Giveaway's done. It is. Give me 1 second. Same, it's super busy. I like to check in on your projects. I appreciate that. That's clean AF. It is. It's gonna be so fresh with those covers. Yeah, for sure. All right, everybody, let's get to the contest. Let's open the browser window. Okay, so let me refresh. 31 people entered the giveaway. Okay, so on my side, I'm gonna go to the back end of this thing. Let me hit refresh. All right, I'm going to click winners. I'm gonna click draw winner. It's doing its thing. We're gonna draw one winner. Draw. And just like last time, it's stuck on 1% for a while. Wonder what the actual process is that it handles. It's only 31 entries. Would have thought this was fast, you know? The reason why I don't show the screen, by the way, is because the first time I did, when it reveals the winner that it chooses, it shows the email, and I don't want to show the email on stream. Why didn't that work? Okay, there we go. And then let me say announce winners in widget. Announce with avatar. Let me refresh. There we go. Steven S, you are the winner. You were entry number 3, so you've been here the entire time. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. Let's see what the question was. The question was, what is currently on your printer, or what are you planning on printing next? And you said Voxelab 12 and Anychick K Max, and Anychick, so Anycubic, I guess, K Max. I think you misunderstood the question there, but that's okay. I meant like, what's currently on your printer? Like, what are you printing? Steven, are you in the chat? Let me go back to the other one now that I've announced the winner and you guys can see it. Steve's a bot name. Hide it all within printing feet, yeah. Steve, where are you at? Are you in here? So, like I said earlier, if, you know, because it's a long time to be in a stream this long, so I totally understand if you're not in here, Steven, but, and I've never re-chosen a person before, so you might have to bear with me, but I'll give you a few minutes. Hopefully you're present. I would really like to give a role away to somebody that's here, just as, you know, I feel a little bit better, like a token of my appreciation for sticking through it. I know it's a pain to be here, but that's how I would like to give this away, since it's from me. and I'm kind of like paying for it, you know, just as a token of appreciation. Because also I need to give you instructions on how to contact me, and if you're not here, I can't do that. So Steve, if you're in here, you are the winner. I'm gonna leave this on the screen. Please pop in and say something. Let's see what time it is. 12:07. We're all still here. Yeah. I'll give you a few minutes. Maybe 2 more minutes. If you guys think that's fair? Let's ask the community. If you guys think that's fair, we'll go 2 more minutes to wait for Stephen S to jump in. If not, I'll pick another winner. Is that okay with everybody? All right, Stephen. Hopefully you pop in and claim your prize. Just here chilling. Let me go back and see if I can see more details. You know, I can see the email on my side, but I can't. It's very hard to connect the name and the email to the chat names. A lot of you will have completely different ones. It's your giveaway. Well, yeah, just you know, it's very hard to be distracted, and I can't like disclose every single little thing all the time. You know, unprofessional of me, I guess. But it is what it is. Yeah, but I'm pretty stoked on pretty much everything so far. I haven't really run into any kind of questions. Nothing silly has happened. So that's cool. Everything's nice and clear. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna hot glue these in place. So this is annoying. Otherwise, good to go. Well, we got 1 more minute. Steven, if you're in here, if you're still in here, jump in the chat and let us know you've won a roll. But I'm going to pick another person in a minute if you are not here. There is a unannounced winners button, but I think there's got to be another way. I guess I'll unannounce and repick. Maybe add a second question that asks for a YouTube name. That is a great idea, Serge. Great idea. I will do that next time. That's a great idea. That would make it way more clear. In fact, I don't even need to know the first name at this level. So that's what I'll do. Instead of your first name, I just need to know your chat name, because that's how we're talking here. And then when you know, I get your contact information, I'll get the name that way. So Serge, thank you. That's what I'll do next time, is I'll change the entry from name to your name in chat. All right, so it's 2:10. Last chance. Stephen S., you have won. Let me know in the next 10 to 12 seconds if you're in the chat, or I will pick somebody else for this awesome roll of gold filament. Let's put that right here. Ooh, yeah. Here, I'll put this on there so you can see it. Yeah, well, for you, Jeff, that works. All right. All is fair. I'm going to unannounce winners. Let's see what that's like in this system, because, like I said, I've never tried that. Seems like everything I press in the back end kind of takes a little long, unfortunately. I almost have to refresh. Okay, there we go. How do I pick another winner? And can I even? I can revoke win. There we go, let's do that. This action will revoke this win and pick another. Okay, we're doing that. Let's go. Should I refresh? Nothing's happening on my screen. Bear with me, guys, I've never tried. Alright, we have another winner. I'm going to hit announce winners in widget. Announce winner with avatar. I'm going to hit OK. Let's refresh on my screen. Boom! We got Mika. Mika, congratulations. You are now the winner. Yeah, yep. So Mika, there you go. Congratulations. You have won this roll of gold 3D Max filament, gold silk filament I will be shipping to you. I know you're in here because I've seen you. I'm scrolling up to see how far ago though, because that might have been you might be gone by now actually, Mika. There it is. There he is. Rigged. Chat. Rigged. Chad. Chad, just saying all the stuff. Congratulations, Mika. Here's your instructions. Surprised they're the same as last time, but they won't always be the same. Go ahead and email me at fetter@3dprintsos.com with your information. I want to know your name, your screen name, and then we'll talk back and forth a little bit. I'll get a little more information from you, and then I'll get your address, and I can ship this to you probably tomorrow. So fetter@3dprintsos.com. Send me an email. Obviously, if other people send me emails, I'll figure out who's who. And I have your email address from the forum, so don't be trying to spam me, y'all. But congratulations, and thank you everybody so much for jumping in here and watching, following along. This thing is awesome. I'm having a great time building this thing. Heck is in the mail. You are very welcome. Thank you. Don't thank me. Thank yourselves. Thank you guys for jumping in and doing everything. Thank you, Jeff, for your endless support of the channel at this point. So I'm just happy to keep working on this thing and find that it's entertaining for other people as well, which and could be useful. So that's the kind of thing. That's the main reason for this whole thing, right? So here's the question for everyone that's still in here, because I know we're going over at this point. Question for you guys, because I don't necessarily want to make another one of these, because I'll be doing the same thing. Do you think I should make another stream that's part 2, continuing the wiring? Or should this be the end of the stream and then I should wire the rest off screen? What I have left is essentially the X and Y limit switch, which is obviously extremely easy, and then everything from the hot end. It should be pretty straightforward. I have to put it through chains. There's nothing really to watch. And I don't know if anything will be tricky because everything seems to be really straightforward. The reason why I'm asking is because I do have 2 items there that aren't supposed to be there. LEDs, at least for this kit. There's LEDs, so I'll definitely be doing that off screen. It just, I just have to see the wiring diagram for the board. And then the 80XL accelerometer, because I'm wiring that up, I think it should be on a machine like this, so I'm wiring that up myself. So what do you guys think? Another stream, continue it, or just do it off stream, and the next stream will be either programming or the next parts, I'll have to figure out. Another stream? Alright, hold on, let me scroll back up, see what you guys are saying. Like listening, that's how I watch live streams. I usually have like a picture-in-picture, and then I just watch other people's live streams, and I re-watch them. Oftentimes I can't just always catch them. Andre, I'm up for another stream. Alright, cool. Mika, another stream. Yeah, right? If we're at 43 already, what's 45? No big deal. Anything is good. Alright, that's cool. That's cool. Make this the end. Alright, that's one. That's one for against with a 4-1. I just want to see that baby fire up. Yeah, that's going to be a cool one. Scary. Scary. Another stream, yes. Another stream. Another stream. You can finish wiring, get the first move, then do panels and programming, then first print. I think I'm gonna hold. I think I'm gonna get it running before panels, before skirting. Although some of the skirts I need, like, I think this. Actually, no, I'm lying. The skirts have to go on because fans and the screen. So that might have to be another stream. Might as well be thorough as possible at this point. Without the Aquila videos back in the day, I would have been boned. Yeah, I wish there was more of that, but that was back when I was a 1, 2, 3 printer man. You know, it's gonna be really difficult to go to that level on 1 or even 2 machines. You know what I mean? Just because of the scope has gotten larger. Boo that guy. Neutral. That's okay. Like that chaotic neutral. For one of them. All right, so I'll ponder a bit. Lucky Stream 13. I think that's likely. I think seriously though, I think 13 will it's likely gonna go to that extent. I think. Yeah, produce the build vlog of the whole thing. Yeah, that's the idea. The more complete, the better. That's why I'm asking. Like that's what I would do, but you know, you guys are the reason why I make this stream, right? If no one's coming, I'm not streaming to myself. I'll just make a video. That's how you do it alone. Plus, I don't write scripts, so essentially speaking, I'm doing a live stream every time I do a video, because I just talk about the thing that happened. So my videos are essentially a forever alone stream. So these are more fun. Yeah. Hopefully that's the case. I don't think anyone's bought a kit through my link yet. About 40 or so people have clicked, so really not that much in terms of link performance. Not that that's what I'm going for here. It's just nice to see the interest level. I know this is an expensive machine. It's a really involved build, so I know the numbers are going to be very little. But I know it's fun to watch and listen to. You can take a break and do the SV06. I can't do this thing back to back. I have to do those videos in between. So in between the last stream, I did the Go 6, so I still have to edit that. Yeah, I won't have this weekend, for example, Father's Day weekend. I'll be away, so you know, I have to take breaks to do other stuff in between. Great stream once again. Got to roll. Congratulations again, Mika. I'll be waiting for your email with some info, and hopefully I can ship that to you tomorrow morning. The workshop's looking awesome. As I say, yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, I worked hard on this, and those 3 months away from not making videos really hurt the channel big time. Surprisingly, I didn't think it would be that bad, but it was pretty bad. I will not be able to catch up even to halfway of the impact I made last year. I got a new Neptune 3 Max finally. It was on back order forever. Cool. I hear really great things about Neptune machines. I haven't had a single one, so I don't know. All right, I'm going to call it here because I will continue rambling forever, and I am sleeping. I'm sleeping. All right, everybody. Thank you as always. Congratulations, Mika. I'll catch you all on the next one. Please check out the Discord. It's totally free. Lots of stuff in there. I hang out in there the entire day. Even when I'm working my day job, I have it open on my second display. So head on down to the description. Check those out. Please use my links. It helps the channel big time. And my link performance has been so poor because I don't ask for it. So here it is, me asking for it. Also, on your way out, hit that like button. Apparently, I'm supposed to say that stuff too. Everyone donate. No, you don't have to donate. I appreciate that. I truly do. But I don't want to have that. My birthday's on Father's Day. Hey, look at that. Are you a father too? Because that would be double whammy. Happy birthday. My birthday's on New Year's, January 1st, so I kind of know that, you know, birthday holiday thing. Gift and the curse, really. You can't get away from the holiday on your birthday. All right, everybody. I'll see you later. All right? Have a good one. Peace.